everyone. Welcome to the Fin Factor Live. I am Aaron.
And I am Joe, and I'm sneaking through the camera here.
Paul's actually at the game right now, so he will join us once it is concluded and join us in the studio. So Joe is super producer Joe today. Congratulations on the promotion.
Super producer, I am key grip, and I am also muting my...
Yeah.
Also, hang on. Beep. Also trying to not lose my cool as I co-host, and we watch live because we are now in overtime. Imagine that.
Yes, this is going to be bananas. I mean, this game is crazy.
I
was reading the comments. Someone was saying that it shouldn't have been a major penalty only because of the severity. And what we were just talking about before we went live is the injury was very bad. He landed sideways on his head, and I couldn't tell where he was bleeding from. I don't know if it was his ear or his nose or mouth or what.
From what I heard, it was a cross-check. I did not see it, and I'll go back and look later, but it was a cross-check to the face, and that's probably where the penalty comes in. But then somebody was mentioning that his fall kind of got influenced, and that's what made the penalty, or the injury, worse. So
yes, so I don't know if it should have been a 5-minute major, but from the ref's standpoint, they don't get the benefit of looking at it at a replay like we do. So they kind of saw it, maybe even in the corner of their eye, and they go, "Oh man, Pavelski's in bad shape." And we obviously saw a cross-check there. So they're probably thinking that he got cross-checked to the head and then landed on the ground, and he was knocked out. So it is what happened. So Sharks, thankfully, capitalized and scored 4 goals on 1 power play.
Prior to this power play, I was complaining to whoever would listen, which is nobody, but because what good's it going to do? We were 4 for 29 in the series on power plays. In fact, we had 2 shorthanded scored against us. So we got 1 shorthanded back. So, but overall, it's like the special teams is just killing us. It's like, why you wouldn't have thought we had Burns and Carlson on the point.
Right.
You know,
those 4 goals count on 1 power play.
Right.
So they're 4 for 1 on the power play.
Hold on, did I keep it up over here? So we got 5 power plays, and we got 4 goals off of that one. So we went from 13% to 26% in a single power play.
Yeah.
And I am just going to be staring and not focusing at all. But I'll try to be entertaining at least.
Nick Salazar literally saw the score, and I'm freaking out. And you're not the only one, my friend.
No, our buddy Adam called. Yeah. He sent a couple of random texts because he was trying to use voice chat because he was driving, or voice to text.
Yeah.
And it didn't come through, so he was like, "Just call me." So.
Pavelski. I thought that was him. That's LeBanc.
No, he's not going to be able. So it's Pavelski's got 3 playoff overtime goals. He's not going to be able to obviously finish this one out.
Yeah. And Donska's got 1. He's not playing tonight because he got hurt in the last game.
Oh, jeez.
So all right, let's do this. Prediction: who's going to score the winning goal?
Unfortunately. I mean, who's going to score for the
Sharks player?
Which Sharks player? I called Kane because I think he's. I'd like to see him get a goal. It looks like he's playing really, really hard out there.
Yeah.
I just have a gut feeling that I'm going to be very disappointed tonight, and I love being wrong though. I love being wrong.
I'm going to say Kevin LeBanc because he is having a night tonight. He's got a goal and 3 assists. He's on every single goal, so he's feeling it. I'm going to say that's my pick, LeBanc, and I think I picked him last time. And here we go, Gus Nyquist coming down. Sorry for those. We're not going to be actually showing the game.
Right. We don't have the rights. We don't have the rights to show or listen or anything.
We're not going to get busted for copyright issues. So hopefully you're watching with us or you're listening on the radio. And if you're not, you should definitely be tuning in because this game is insane.
Yeah. If you can, 98.5 KFox is the local broadcasting. You can hit them up online. Just type in 98.5 KFox. Do listen live. Rusanowski will likely have an awesome commentary if and when they get a goal.
Yeah.
And the whole time anyway.
Do it for the Joes. There's a lot of that. They're doing it for you, Joe.
No, they're not doing it for me. No, don't do it for me at all. Maybe for my ulcer.
I feel like this game has taken years off of my life. Me too. I was actually. It's funny. It's my wife's birthday today.
Hey, happy birthday, Jenna.
Yeah, we were watching the game. Bless her heart, because she's a Sharks fan, but she's not like me. Like that's not her #1 team. So, we were watching and having a nice sushi dinner, and I was getting ready to go. And that's right. I think I got up right when Pavelski got hurt, and so I go in to change, and she's like trying to yell but not yell because our kids are sleeping. Like, come here, come here.
It's that whisper yell.
Yeah, and I come skipping out, and she goes, "I hope everyone knows that you came skipping out to the living room to see the goal." I'll tell him.
Yeah. Well, I wish I had video, actually.
I came out and I watched. I saw the replay of the first goal, and then I stood there and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be good. And then another goal, and then another goal. I was like, oh my gosh. And then I'm getting my water bottle ready, and I'm about to head out the door, and they scored the fourth one. I'm like, oh my.
You should have just. I would have just stayed at your. I mean, stay there.
Well,
what are you doing? You get in the car, and all of a sudden.
As I pulled up, the Knights scored to tie it with whatever, less than a minute left in the game. So.
We got a couple hurdle goals. Go Knights, go.
Yeah.
You can stay here, but I don't enjoy it. And then Cooch with the game-winning hat trick. That'd be great. Oh, get that!
Whoa.
Oh gosh.
I don't mind Knights fans being here. I'm not against you.
I like.
Just be cordial.
Everybody loves hockey. Let's just talk about hockey, right? Oh, Fleury's down behind the net.
That was weird.
Yeah, he like tripped on himself. What did he do?
Did he not know that there wasn't someone skating by him?
He was trying to get a. Oh God.
I wonder if he lost his strap.
I'll give.
Oh, he almost went 5-0 there too.
Yeah, and that would have been Meyer.
Timo,
did Fleury have one of those Timo, random? What do you call it?
Timo Meyer gets so many chances and he cannot finish. He just can't finish.
Is he Finnish?
Swiss, or
Swedish.
Right.
Sorensen, no.
Oh, just to let you know, LeBanc is on the ice.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well then, let's see. Let's get that puck control. Like,
I mean, as bad as that injury was with Pavelski, what was cool to see, Joe Thornton holding the towel on his head, skating with him all the way to the bench and into the locker room. Or not to, he didn't take him to the locker room, but
I mean,
that's
the captain right there.
Yeah.
You know,
taking care of the captain. Our stream of the game is way behind. Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Why would you do that to us, Aaron?
There, go live. It was behind. Sorry. Now, I got 17 minutes left in overtime right now.
We're still going to be behind because...
the stream of our show is about...
It's like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it takes about 30 seconds for it to go from our camera to the computers and the servers at YouTube out to the world. So there's a little bit of a delay.
No. Get it out.
And on top of that, I'm streaming the game, which is probably 30 seconds behind normally in real life. Oof. So if you're listening to the radio, for sure, radio's the fastest, as long as it's not internet radio.
If you're holding your breath.
Yeah, gather patch ready. Did you see that?
Yeah, somebody skate across and kicked his head.
Padre's helmet came off, and it was inside the goal, and someone just kicked it pretty far out of there. That was pretty funny.
Oh, that'd have been, yeah. Whoever that Jones.
Brutal.
Jones definitely had a good save there.
McNabb hit off of the hip of Stastny into Jones, and Jones covers it up.
I'm gonna need some Tums or something.
Yeah.
This is too much.
I'm freaking out.
I love this game, but I hate what it's doing to me.
I made a heart transplant. If there are any cardiologists in chat, I'll be needing you to make sure my heart is okay. Agreed.
Somebody go over and check on them.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to check my heart rate from my Fitbit.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
To see how much it's spiking up, because it's going up.
Get it.
There's
LeBanc for you. Oh, no, nothing. Sorensen back down. Out to Joe.
Dude, LeBanc has some moves tonight.
Don't give them a breakaway, okay.
Offside. Cheaters.
You got to do it because they won't call it every time.
Yep. My Reddit NHL feed has a delay too of 30 seconds. Yeah, I think that's about normal for most streaming stuff. So it's like a 30-second delay. I'm streaming it from NBC app, NBC Sports app, NBC Sports California app, not NBC Sports.
I'm watching whatever you're watching.
Right, because this one has the Randy Hahn and Jamie Baker, I think is the other one tonight. And the radio on the way over here is Dan Ruzanowski with Mark Smith. And if you want to take a break from Sharks hockey, yeah, right, in overtime in Game 7, we had an interview with Mark Smith about 3 weeks ago. It's pretty cool. You should check it out. We have some other interviews with Doug Wilson, Douglas Murray, Mark Smith, Dan Ruzanowski, Randy Hahn, and Kevin Kurz was the other one. We have a whole playlist of just our interviews if you want to check those out. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe and give us a little like for the video so that other Sharks fans will be able to find it. And hopefully less Vegas fans. No offense, Vegas fans.
I like the Vegas fans who are here for hockey,
Right.
which is hopefully all of them.
And hopefully there's no Vegas fans like last overtime in the last game thinking that we're streaming the feed.
Well, yeah,
That
just
happened last time.
in case any of the 56 people are up, 60 people all of a sudden, we are not streaming the game. We were going live at 10 because we were hoping the game would be over. But then when the Sharks were behind, we were hoping it would not be over. Then when they were ahead again, we were really hoping it'd be over. And what was a minute left? They got another one. So now we were. So this is the first game. Real quick to step aside from hockey. This is also the first show that I have streamed and I am producing, if you will. So are the volume levels? Anybody throw into chat? Are we doing?
Yeah, if there's anything
doing
that doesn't
okay?
sound right, just let us know, and Joe will jump out and
I'll run over there and behind the curtain.
Meyer could have 8 goals tonight. I feel like that's almost every night. He gets so many chances, and he's kind of like, I feel like Matt Nieto was like that when he was on the Sharks.
Oh, speaking of Meyer.
His speed, he'd beat.
Oh, a goal!
Oh boy,
Aaron, don't pause the stream like that.
boy.
Why would you do that?
it's not paused on my computer.
Is it still going on your computer?
Yeah.
The Chromecast is paused then. Well, no one's yelling. I don't hear anyone yelling outside like yesterday.
Okay, I'm gonna hit refresh, and hopefully nothing happens between now and then. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Aaron.
Oh, now I have to watch an ad by Honda.
Oh, now you're making me watch an ad by
You gotta
Honda.
be kidding me. Oh boy. Here, Joe. Enjoy an
hey.
ad by Honda.
I love that.
Oh, I
That's-
clicked on it and it brought me to the Honda dealership. That's not what I want. There we go. All right.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, thanks, Jen.
yeah.
Jennifer chiming in. Jennifer DeMartini, that is my lovely wife. She is, yeah. You sound worried. That's just the score. Yes, it is. Get it out. 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 Get it out.
Joe,
That's not getting it out. Get it out. Get it out.
come
Get it
on,
out. Get it out.
This line is tired. They've been out there a long time. No. No.
Yes,
no.
Burns, good decision to hold on to the puck long enough
Yes, it
to
got out.
barely clear it. Oh my gosh.
And it's the long change right now for this overtime, so it looks
But
like
for both
Lobank-
teams. It's for both teams. I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
but when they're stuck
No.
like that. Oh! That was a weird sound, sorry.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of weird sounds for the next, until the game is over, probably.
Offsides, cheaters. Ha ha! Sorry, I yelled at a lot of games when I used to go to the games all the time.
Yeah.
They get a penalty, or they go offsides, or high touch, or you yell, cheaters! All right. Everybody scrambled right now. Need to settle
How
down.
many posts have there
Sharks
been
are
in this
gonna
game?
Choke. Go Knights. You know, this... Whatever. I'm not going to get into this.
It's what hockey is right now. I mean, it's
What I was really excited about was the Sharks went up 4-3. And I was like, this is great because Vegas fans are going to learn what misery is in the playoffs. You were up 3-1 in the series, and then you lose, and you're up 3-0.
But now we're tied. See, that's that kind of thought process. The hockey gods are like, you know what? Let's prove Aaron wrong.
Yeah. NHL goes, you know what? You know what would make this game great? Overtime.
Yeah, but that wasn't NHL who made it happen.
No, I know. I'm just saying. They're going cha-ching, cha-ching. Ratings are going up, up, up.
Right.
Oh, here we go, Kaner.
This is who I called, and he dropped the puck.
Aye.
That's going to get off.
Icing.
Did you see, by the way, so I was watching Predators Dallas.
Classic, and is that Stastny?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is. He's a dirty
Hey.
dirty guy.
Hey.
He needs to take a shower.
Oh, they are all sweaty. I'm sweaty. It was warm today, and now, oh my gosh.
Hockey gods can be cruel.
Jenna, sound is great. Thanks for not making Aaron look so lonely.
And not look so lonely.
Well, that's what
Thanks. Thanks, Jenna. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, happy birthday, Jenna.
Yes,
Again,
happy
just in case
birthday.
you missed it the first time.
In a hotel in San Jose, wanted to see the game so bad. I'm down the street from the arena. Go Sturb. You should just go walk down there and see if they let you in.
How many people are probably outside right now still?
Outside, probably none. But
Oh, I'd be outside.
I would just walk over and say, can I get in? There's also an app where you can buy a seat late. I forget what it's called. Someone in the comments can tell you. Yeah. Get that out. The Shark Tank. This is trash. Are you talking about our show? You talking about the game?
Well, I tend to agree right now because we're watching the game instead of actually talking about anything. Plus,
Right.
Paul would normally be sitting here, but he's at this game, losing his voice probably.
I'm sure he's going to come on the set. He's not going to be able to talk.
He's going to be like, so.
Yeah.
Pants for money. I said Kane would get a goal. You think LeBanc will get a goal?
I said LeBanc. He's going to score it.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
He's got some moves. He's got a goal and 3 assists. He's on every single goal.
He's on that line with Thornton. Maybe Thornton will get an assist here.
It'd be nice if Jumbo got the goal.
Oh, sure. That would be a great celebration.
Actually, you know, it'd be nice if
any Shark got the goal.
And no penalty. Come on. Oh, it's icing.
SeatGeek.
Thank you. SeatGeek is the one you should go look at. I don't know overtime hockey. I would assume it would still work, but usually that's it's an app where you can buy a ticket late, or I think it's the one where you can also like upgrade your seat. If you're already at the game, you can be like, hey, that seat's for sale. I can upgrade and I have a ticket to go over there. So it also means it's cheaper. It's not going to be as expensive because people will take whatever they can get at this point.
Right. They just want to get in. Kind of like a goal for the Sharks. They just want to get it in. That's all. There you go. Clear that puck. Oh, somebody's calling a Martin Jones winner. Game winner. Oh, my God. Just one time that.
Carlson. It's got to be Carlson, right?
Carlson has had so many shots blocked like that, at least in my mind. And it's probably because I'm biased right now against...
Carlson needs that contract. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Get up. Nope. Please don't be a fluky goal.
That's how the
He just fell.
Nobody
did. Was even near him.
I think he tried to kick it and he stepped on it.
That was odd. Jumbo will avenge Pavelski. Joe for Joe.
Pavelski's coming back out and getting a goal. That's Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I'm worried that someone in the chats is going to ruin this for us because it's going to be a couple seconds ahead.
Well, so what happened last time?
Right, somebody said hurdle and then you heard yelling.
I heard people yelling outside in the neighborhood, and I was like, what is that? I hear people yelling and screaming, and then I looked down and I just saw, I think I saw hurdle. And I go, what? And then
because they were on the kill at that point.
Yeah. So we might get spoiled if we keep looking down here.
I don't mind, but again, I want to win, you know.
Yeah.
But I need the stress levels to go down.
Martin Jones game winner? Yes. Oh God, every shot is like my heart just stops. Like
every shot, and then it's like, oh, there's another face-off. Oh, good.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again.
Man.
Okay.
That guy was ready to tee it up.
You know what? I don't know, Mr. Danton and Hemi Plays and Danny. You guys messing with me? They're all spamming Sharks 1, Sharks. So I have to wait a minute to see if they're just messing with me. Which, you know, hey, maybe, but I wouldn't mind if you're not messing with me.
I think they're just saying Sharks, like go Sharks. Because Vegas' fans are in here? I don't know.
Maybe, who knows?
Kaner on the ice. Man, I hope we're not like super far behind.
We could be. I don't trust your connection anymore.
No, we're caught up. No, they did not win, young whippersnappers. Sorry.
At first,
it's a great name.
At first, I thought you were just yelling at the people in chat.
No, it's just
that's an amazing name.
People are just chatting. Sharks, Vegas. Sharks, Vegas.
It's gonna be a tough end of this game.
Oh, this is fantastic. All right, 10 minutes left. I got 10:19 left on the face-off, and they're taking a face-off in the offensive zone. Bernsey gets it.
Across the Vlasic, no.
Throws it to the net and gets
throws
blocked.
it to the blocked.
And I think Burns got it out. Good.
He did.
Oh.
He did over to Meyer, wide open.
Timo. Nope.
Oh, just barely missed the top.
I think he got blocked a little. Someone got a stick in the lane. Dumping it in.
I can't believe 10 minutes has already gone by.
I know.
Pretty sure it's been.
Well, overtime feels quicker because there are no commercial breaks.
That's nice.
They'll stop. They'll still stop every now and then and do. The Sharks are doing a quick change right there. You see that? All the
I
pucks
didn't.
there.
I didn't see that. No.
Because it's the long change and the Sharks bench is right there, so they switch out their forwards to get fresh guys out. In overtime, there are no commercial breaks. Usually there's a 2-minute commercial break every 5 minutes into the game, into each period, I mean. And they still do that when there's a stoppage.
Okay.
They'll stop for 2 minutes and they scrape the ice, so they come out with the shovels and then scoop it up and put it in garbage cans. Oh, no. Gotta breathe. This is ridiculous.
I'm just gonna not breathe. It's too hard right now.
I'm sorry. I apologize if I'm breathing into the microphone. I'm sure a lot of you are doing the same thing. We're at 107 right now watching this. It's just fantastic. No promises that they win. Oh, that's funny. Joachim Ryan's on the ice.
Well, he's got to get another 20 seconds.
Yeah, I guess so. He's getting a shift in here in the overtime. I wonder how tired the Sharks are then. Whoa.
I like your thought process,
Almost had
Sorensen.
Sorensen.
I don't like your two. No, okay, we got numbers. Just don't. Oh,
Get out of here.
good
Attaboy.
job. They're not out yet.
Get out. Get out. Oh,
What a crazy last two. It's just
Yeah, you
unfortunate
can-
that we had a couple really, really terrible games.
you can tell how tired everyone is right now. Both teams are short shifting as much as they can. Okay. Junior. Guess what, buddy? I can't even click it. Boom. Don't be ridiculous. Come on. Stop spamming. Okay, here we go.
That's got to be it.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Timo almost scored it.
Okay,
and
so
he knows it.
we just caught up to the Timo gets robbed.
Oh, he knows it. Ugh.
Ghost, yeah, he says I'm going to go outside and watch this. And there's a projector apparently.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I guess they have a viewing party outside the arena. That'd be cool.
This right here.
He should have shot that.
Oh yeah, why he didn't shoot?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not mad, but right there.
No. Oh, if he lifted his skate just for a brief second
If
to move across.
Paul could see that right now, he'd be yelling elevate, because that's
He couldn't. He didn't have any leverage.
doesn't matter. He still would be yelling it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's funny. Everyone else is watching the game, and then they know what's happening, and then they're waiting for our reaction because there's so much of a delay. Oh boy.
Oh, hey, Paul's in our stream. He says this is the loudest I've ever heard the tank.
Oh, is he?
Everyone, let's see, round 2, 1 minute behind. I can't believe we're 1 minute behind.
Let's see. Are we live right now? Yeah, we are live. I mean, as live as my stream will go. Point blank period. I don't know what that means, Paul.
I don't know what that, yeah. Point blank period. I'm signing off now.
See, now they're scraping the ice.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a break. Right now,
But
we'd
they're not
normally
going-
be going to a commercial, but they don't.
You want to play another Honda ad or?
No. Doo-doo. Free plug right there for Honda.
Yeah, we aren't sponsored by anyone yet, so.
7:34. We're at 7:34, and there's a stoppage.
Well, sure, we're at 7:34, but the game could have already finished by now.
No,
if
they just
stopped.
said 7:34 now, in a face-off. So no, we cannot show the game, Momo. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Momo.
There's,
But if you go to 98.5 KFox, it's the radio stream that you can listen to.
if you're not in the San Jose or Las Vegas, or if you're not in the San Jose area or the Bay Area, you could probably go to the NBC Sports website and they'll be streaming the game, assuming that you have some sort of login for your cable subscription if you have cable, or you can beg and borrow, steal somebody's credentials to get in, and I'm not giving you mine. So yeah, we're hella chill. Thanks. I mean, it's really. I've gotten good at it because I've done it a few times now. But doing a live show and watching a game, you have to really not swear, and it's not easy.
It's not. Well, I mean, we both have kids, so it's something we're used to. But
Yeah.
wow, you know.
Here we go, Kane. Go
No,
in.
no, yeah,
Oh,
no.
don't pull up. Go deep in the zone, buddy. You could have beaten him. Something's up with Kane, man. He hasn't quite. I don't know if he's hurt or something, but he's not himself.
So that's something that I think the Avs are going to have going for them for whoever comes out of this game. This has been a very brutal series.
Yeah. Are we allowed to post links? I think if you post a link, it gets flagged in here. So you could, instead of putting the actual link, you could probably break it up and just put whatever, you know, like something space dot space com. Maybe that'll work.
No, we can also allow it through, but I mean, I don't want to get into the habit of just allowing a bunch of links to go through. So, what happened to Joe Pavelski? He got cross-checked in the face.
It was right off of a face-off. He got cross-checked by Cody Eakin. Ooh! Oh, LeBanc, come on, you're my boy. You're my boy, Blue. Let's do it. Pavelski got cross-checked. Ooh, that was a nasty bounce. Cross-checked in the face, right out the face-off. And then Stastny kind of came through and skated through him. And he got
Sorry.
Pavelski got tangled up with Stastny, and his arms kind of got pinned, and he landed side of his head on the ice and bounced off, and he was kind of knocked out cold a little bit. And then he was bleeding, and I couldn't tell if it was from out of his ear or out of his nose or what. But
I mean, head injuries typically, like, you cut yourself barely, and it's like it looks like the end of the world. So it hopefully was not as bad, but hopefully I mean, he got knocked out, so it's bad.
It's bad.
Hopefully it was more of we're taking him out definitely for the concern and the precautionary.
Oh, get in!
Oh my gosh.
God, Fleury plays so aggressive and out of his crease. He's not even in the blue paint when he's making these saves. Oh,
on the other side.
Lord,
my
that
God.
just went right through.
Knights just had an amazing, almost got amazing puck luck right there.
Skated right next to the post. Wow.
Aaron, I swear if your stream dies again, though.
136 on right now. Wow. All right. It's 1:20 a.m. I'm in Kingston, Ontario. You win the award for now.
For now, there could be
there could be people in Europe. So, come on.
Do we have a whose stick is that? Is that a Vegas stick?
Doesn't matter. Everyone has a stick.
Yeah.
Get it.
Don't cheat up. Don't cheat up. Okay.
They're not. They're playing pretty conservative right now.
Nope.
No, Ryan.
There was numbers back though. Now we're back. We're back
Get
further than a minute, Aaron.
Oh no. We're at 4:55 right now left, and the Sharks just iced it, or they called off. Yeah, they iced it.
So real quick, the what was it? The Stars and Preds. There was, I know that they call like advanced icing, but like these guys were almost. Oh, that would have been. Oh, right there. Fleury was out like a foot of his crease.
Yeah.
And he got sat on because the guy was trying to tip the puck, and I bet they would have called that interference had they scored.
That's what he does, man. I met Doug Gilmore at Walmart and Kirk Muller at Costco. That's awesome. Stats you, stats me. That's funny. Sorry, that's funny. It's 8:19 a.m. in Turkey. Are you in Turkey watching this? Or are you just stating a fact that it's 8:19 in Turkey?
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock, 1:20 a.m. on the East Coast.
And Hawaii is what? 7:20 p.m.?
Keep that in.
Oh, I thought that was bouncing around the other way. These guys are all gassed right now.
No. Oh, thank gosh. Where did he come from?
They're hanging back. Our defensemen are just hanging back deep. They don't want to give up any fast breaks. Good stick, Burnsy. See, people that hate Burnsy on defense, he has a pretty good active stick.
Well, I think somebody was saying like when he chooses to play defense, he's pretty good at defense.
Oh, come on, Carlson.
I love watching when Fleury like sits like that because it's like, did it get by him?
Yeah. It did get by him. It just went by the net, too.
Yeah. It went by everything.
All right, Sharks got fresh guys. Here we go.
Oh, Nyquist dropped it.
Okay, Nyquist in the corner, cycling it around. Here we go. You still got the puck.
Braun sends it back in. Nothing. Active sticks by the Knights right now. Oh, icing though.
Icing. Good. They iced it. 3:20 left. These guys are gassed right now. Watching from North Carolina. Hi. Love you guys. Thanks. Love you too. Sharks won. Let's go. You are watching from Turkey. That's awesome. You're there for a business trip. That's fantastic. Turkey, I heard, is a very beautiful place. I've never been, but it's pretty awesome. My sister went, I think, for their honeymoon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent. If you're watching from Turkey and you happen to have any Fin Factor stuff, put it on, take a picture. In fact, that goes for anyone who recently, I know we guys had a bunch of purchases that went through.
We did.
So if you guys have Fin Factor stuff, grab a, this is playoff territory, this is Sharks territory sign, and take some pictures for us. That'd be great.
I am excited because we did sell one in Sweden, right? I think it was Sweden. Or is it Switzerland? I mix those two up all the time.
I'm not going to answer because I actually don't know, and I'd rather let people think I don't know than prove that I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's Sweden. Eddie Esquivel, you are a Blackhawks fan.
No. And that
all right,
was
Eddie, who are you rooting for now the Blackhawks are not in the playoffs? Or they didn't even make playoffs, but you have no skin in the game.
In Firestorm 29, we can't show the game because this is just a... Normally we would have started streaming after the game ended, but the last 2 games have gone to overtime and a double overtime, so we're just waiting for the game to hopefully come to a good conclusion for us.
Right.
And then we'll talk about the game and all that fun stuff. So.
Nice.
You know
Carlson.
what? These
Here
guys these guys with their wee ones.
End it. Finish him. I tweeted that out earlier. Look at that. Their guy was cheating there. You see that?
Well, let's hope.
Oh, that's a trip. That's a trip. They're not going to call it because it's overtime.
They can't.
That was a trip. It was ridiculous.
That's why I was surprised in double overtime they were calling like anything but a slashes.
Oh.
So get it! Yeah! Oh, the noise! I'm sorry. I'm sorry, microphone.
Goal!
Sorry, not
what
sorry.
A goal!
Yes!
Oh my God!
I cannot believe that
what
just happened.
A comeback.
Who was that? Was that?
I don't even know. Was that Gaudreau? Who was that?
Was that his first goal of the playoffs?
Who was it?
I thought it was good. Hold on.
Unreal.
Oh my God.
Unreal.
Hold on. I'm gonna go back.
Holy.
Somebody call it. Okay, so.
Did anyone say it?
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh.
Gaudreau. That was Gaudreau. Marc-Andre Gaudreau.
The hero of the playoffs.
Wow.
All right, so did anyone? Let's go back and find out.
A Game 7 overtime goal. There's not many of those in the history of the NHL.
No, he is now. Oh my gosh! Hold on, everybody.
Oh, I thought DeBoer had a clown nose on for a second.
No, that'd have been amazing though. If he actually was dressed up. No, you know what? No. I will say this. I will say this, and hey, look,
our phones are blowing up now. What a goal! Look at this! Look at this!
That was all on. Hey, kudos to Fleury. That was a heck of a stretch.
Yeah, it was.
He just couldn't get all the way.
Let's see. Carlson gets the main apple there.
I cannot believe that we just got to watch that.
Patience by Gaudreau.
Like, not just, we're on set watching that. I can't believe we just got to watch a 3-0 game.
A fourth-line guy just scored in
hey,
almost the end
is that the Gaudreau line? Is that the Gaudreau line?
Yes.
Is he actually the center for that line?
Unreal.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that's the greatest handshake. I love it.
You know what? Now, so I said this. I said this earlier. Whoever's saying like, do you think the Knights have a better rivalry now with the Sharks? Definitely than the Kings because the Kings weren't in it this year.
Yeah.
But I don't consider you a rival if you're only getting beat. Now I say yes, because this is 2 years and both of them, a Game 6 and a Game 7.
Yep.
And to see what happened in Game 6 was crazy. The Sharks, in my mind, got outplayed. I mean, they got outshot by almost double up until the after time. Words elude me. Of course, nothing new there. But no, to watch them come back from a 3-1 deficit is just incredible.
I mean, Barclay Gaudreau, he got ice time in overtime. That's amazing.
Well, so did Joachim Ryan.
Right. He's rolling 4 lines. I guess he had to because they were so tired probably from the double overtime 2 nights ago. I don't
know, man. I just... hey, sorry to anybody. I mean, I tried to put my mic as low as possible, but I'm pretty sure I blew out some ears, and I apologize for that.
You know what's great? My phone's been blowing up all night.
Let's see who
right? I'm doing this show, and everyone knows I'm a big Sharks fan. I get hit up by everybody about the Sharks. Like, what's wrong with the Sharks? Why are they going to lose? Why are they so terrible? And now I'm going to get hit up, thankfully, the other way around of, the Sharks are amazing.
You know what, though? So this time, like, oh my gosh. And again, it's not. Hold on. Let me collect my thoughts. the whole team needed to play. Obviously, you see that with the fourth liner,
Yes.
getting the final goal.
Yeah.
But Jones had to come up big. That post came up big for both teams, I think, this game. Like,
Right.
and there was, I mean, Goodrow. Sorry, Goodrow just did like a full like chest bump on, I think it was Kane, as they're trying to interview right here. Oh my gosh. So, how are you?
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm much happier.
Are you?
Yeah.
Why is that, Aaron?
Tomorrow's going to be a good day.
So, speaking of tomorrow, you guys and Paul will be sitting back here, so that I'll be over there somewhere or
Not
at my house.
tomorrow.
But no, I'm just saying, watch for a series recap.
Yes.
And this is one for the ages, in my opinion, because you had the Sharks come out and looked like the Sharks in Game 1.
Yeah.
Then you had that 3-0 start to Game 2, then a 3-3 tie at the end of the first period.
Yeah.
Then you had the goal, which was disallowed, and a penalty called, a goal on the ensuing power play, and the Sharks just slid for 3 games straight.
Well, I think a big part of that was Vlasic was out, and Vlasic plays such a large.
When did he go out? Because
during the game.
Well, I know he went out in Game 2.
Right.
But like during the game, what time?
During the game, close to the halfway point, I think, like in the second period, I think. Jones over Bobrovsky for the moment. See?
No, not yet. Hey.
I will still take Jones over Bobrovsky. Let's see what Bob does in the second round.
Well, and I think what you were saying was you were trying to say, like, look, he's never won a series, he's never done this, but again, it's the teams overall, right?
Yep.
But you were saying there's no point in going out and getting him versus what you're already paying in Jones, right?
Yep. Yeah.
But Jones showed up in Game 5 again. Game 6.
I think the last 3 games he's been. Tonight, I think the 5-hole goal, which was the third goal, I think that was a little soft, if you want to call it soft. I think he should have stopped that, and he knows it. Sorry, my phone and my watch are just blown up. One of the craziest games I've ever seen from the Biscuit 95. I agree.
Hands down.
Sean Savage had a good point that Gaudreau was playing because Pavelski's out. I didn't even think about that. Because Pavelski's out there down and forward, they had to roll in more forwards and get some more ice time spread out among the forwards.
he just.
But this beard's getting longer.
By the way, this right here, this is like 5 years of work. I don't shave because it would look terrible. But the beard stays. Paul is probably looking like Gaudreau right now, or any of these other guys out there.
Yeah, Jack Frost. I love the Sharks. Thank you so much, Fin Factor. It's nice having someone to be sad with and be happy with. Thanks.
Yeah, games 2,
we
3,
agree.
4 were definitely some meditation time. We did some counting,
Yeah.
But no, overall we did. I mean, so we're gonna stay live probably till Paul gets here, if he's able to get here, because
We'll
I
probably be
imagine
here a while. There's gonna be a
he's
lot of
probably doing
questions,
laps
a lot of-
around the arena right now.
Yeah. The arena's going to be going absolute nuts. Sweet here. What happened? Who won? Oh, Bobby, you missed out, my friend. All right, let's recap. Sharks go down 3-0 in this game.
In Game
7, they go down 3-0. There's about
1-0 first, 2-0 second, 3-0 third.
Yeah, and I think there was. I'm trying to think when the penalty was, since I don't have it in front of me. I think it was about 12 minutes left in the game, in the third period.
Yeah.
Cody Eakin, high sticks Pavelski right off the faceoff. Pavelski and Stastny get tangled up as he's falling. Lands on his side of his head, bleeding out of his head. Sharks get a 5-minute. Cody Eakin gets tossed for 10-minute misconduct. There's a 5-minute power play. 5-minute major power plays. You can score as many times on the power play as you want, and you're still in the power play. You have to serve the full 5 minutes. And the Sharks scored 4 goals to go up 4-3. Here's a look at the goal again. There's a minute 42 left.
Oh, I can't believe that.
Beautiful.
Thornton was right there to. Oh. So the only other game.
Oh, Radim.
I'm still
from the Czech Republic. Hello.
Nice.
Radim. Sorry.
The only other game that I saw that was as exciting and stressful and heartbreaking and then amazing as this was the one back in like 2013 or something like that. Sharks Kings. Sharks are down like 3 or 4 to 1 really quick.
4-0.
Was it 4-0? It's like 3-0, 4-0 quick. And then the Sharks get 1, and I'm like, you know what? They got a goal. Great. And I'm being all sarcastic. And I'm just angry because they're losing, but I'm like, I'm going to watch this whole thing. And then they get another one. Yeah. And then it went up 5-2, I think. And it was like, oh, sure, let one back in. And then it was 5-3, 5-4, tie game. And then I think it was Vlasic won in overtime. Or no, Setoguchi.
I thought it was
I'm going to say
Thornton.
a lot of names. They're all wrong.
Wasn't it Thornton, and then he slid to the ice, center ice?
That was another good one. Somebody will likely come up with the actual answer here because I am just, yeah.
All right, some Knights fans. Knights were robbed. The Knights were not robbed. The
That
Knights
was-
were up 3-1 in the series. There's no way you can get robbed in 1, 2, 3, 4 games.
No, they were up 3-1, so just
Sorry,
3 games.
games.
Yeah.
You had 3 games. You went 0 for 3 to close out the series. I don't think you were robbed. Sorry.
I think what happened is the Sharks actually came back and played. You're supposed to have about 25% on your power play.
Yeah.
And they were shooting 13% on their power play until that major, and then all of a sudden they went back to 26%.
Yeah.
And again, for anyone who wasn't here earlier, I called them out in the little text and was saying they're shooting 4 for 29 right now, and that's just terrible,
Yeah.
right? 4 for 29, and especially with Carlson and Burns, Joe to be able to tip. You got a lot of guys in there who can do something on the power play,
Yeah.
and just nothing was happening in the series. Credit to Vegas for shutting us down,
Right.
but they got all of their goals. It was the law of averages, right? They're supposed to hit that amount. Now, I'd have to go back and look at the hit, but again, it's a cross check to the face.
They were upset, and I could see it.
This is what Kadri got kicked out for a couple games for, right?
He didn't get hurt from the cross check. He got hurt from the fall. But again, I said this earlier, the refs don't have the benefit of looking at the replay like we do. So they see him get hit in the face, he lands on the side of his head, and he's bleeding and knocked out. That's a really bad play. So
it was somebody's hopefully correcting me here. Seta was a game 4. Jumbo won the overtime in game 6. That was to finish the series.
got it. Okay.
And I'll say this, I'm not going to say, I don't want to blame anything on the refs. Like, you look back at, game 2, and I'm like, oh, that was not a call, this call.
Yeah.
Overall, both of these teams played their butts off. I would have loved to see a better effort from the Sharks in all 7 games, but the Knights were playing amazing, and the Sharks had to adjust, and the Sharks adjusted. Jones was playing very poorly, but they were leaving him out. They were hanging him out to dry. He came back. He made some huge saves. Fleury made some insane saves. This is probably one of the best series that the NHL could have hoped for so far. Because one, it's their it's their expansion team who went to the finals last year, playing in an amazing series again. And then for us Sharks fans, it's an amazing series to watch, especially with the added bonus of we're moving on now to play the Avalanche. So.
Right. Yep. Still a lot of bitter people about that call, but whatever.
I'll you know what? I should go look
That's
it up.
hockey.
Somebody's saying he was never even hit in the head, so maybe
That's hockey, and the Knights tied it, and they went to overtime and played almost an entire overtime, and they scored with a minute left or something. So it's not like Vegas didn't have their chances. It's not like that one play is pivotal and changes the whole series, or they win and lose it. Just like we were saying, a lot of people were blaming the refs for Game 2 when Logan Couture.
in the beginning of the second period.
Right.
Okay, you got 40 minutes left. Do something about it.
There's plenty of time in the game. It's just you can't pin it on the refs like that. So, whatever. So, Vegas fans, thank you for watching. Thank you for participating in the playoffs this year. I'm very happy you get to finally learn what agony is.
And that was
suffering.
The agony of defeat. It was
right.
From Olympics way back in the day.
So
and again, it's going to be it's a Sharks show, so obviously we're very happy that the Sharks won. I was happy to see an amazing game. Had that game ended 3-0 or 4 or 5-0 with a couple empty netters, that would have been really. I mean, yes, it would have been great for Vegas. They would have gone to the next round, but that would have been a disappointing game to watch.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, let's hope Pavelski is okay.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm because I'll say I don't know. I gotta read through some of these comments now. We're at 162 people, which is amazing. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Fast, sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna have to basically do a hard reset on everything.
How many times do you see a 5-minute major where a team scores 4 goals on that 5 minutes? That's not just the Sharks getting a gift by the refs. That's a meltdown by Vegas not being able to clear the puck and regrouping and having a 3-goal lead. Come on now. That's ridiculous. I know Cody Eakin's, I think, one of the better penalty killers, but still, that's just... Come on.
Thank you very much, Ryan Sontag. I love the Sharks, and I love the podcast, and I love you all. This is incredible. I was at that playoff game in LA where Seto won the overtime on a hat trick goal. This might have been better. It's probably elevated because it's a Game 7. And $50, you're amazing, Ryan. Thank you very much. Paul, wait. Stream didn't break.
Right. It didn't break. Good.
Oh, good. Last time we had a $50 donation, Brett broke the stream, so...
Ryan, were you not at the game tonight?
Hang on, Paul's on his way. Don't go anywhere. I'm on my way. Paul's on his way. You will get to see his dad's shoes shortly. So
tell him so they see.
No, I see you, Paul. Get over here already. I'm dying in these lights. It's too warm.
Yeah. Anyway,
Four goals in 4 minutes and 1 second. That is insane. So
Yeah.
I've never seen. And here's the thing. It was I was just about to call out when Pavelski got hit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, good. The Sharks are the power play again. Here comes a shorthanded goal. Or here comes, like, what are they going to do with it? Because that's how bitter I was at the 4 for 29. At the 5-on-3, they didn't score, but they got scored a shorthanded on.
Yeah.
From game 2. I was just like, this is how bitter I am about the play, about how terrible they're playing on the power play.
Yeah.
And I love being wrong. I will admit every time I'm hitting the mic.
Joe is really worried about the Sharks losing tonight.
I was pacing
He's like,
around.
I'm waiting for it.
And here's my. I have no actual evidence to back it up. The Bruins won, and I wanted them to lose. And I was like, now that the Bruins won, the Sharks are going to lose. And as soon as I saw it go 1-0, I was like, nope.
Greetings, Ryan Wilson, former affiliate in Worcester, Mass. I went to a Worcester Sharks game. Probably 5-6 years ago now. It was awesome. It was very cold in Worcester. I think it was in
Get my mic ready, whatever, Paul.
either Thanksgiving or Christmas time.
I'll get it.
It was brutally cold over there, so I feel your pain. My wife is from Watertown, so we went out there with the whole family.
Why Goody has asked this twice now. Do you think the Sharks will get past the next round?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a tough series because the Sharks are now battered and bruised, and I mean we got even more injuries today now with Pavelski's going to be out.
Yep.
And the Avs is a very different team than the Knights.
Can Joe replace Paul? He is great. I hope you
you're
heard
welcome.
that, Paul.
No, I cannot replace Paul. No one can replace Paul.
Hashtag bring Marshall back.
We'll have to have a Joe and Marshall show.
Yes,
you know?
definitely a Joe and Marshall show. Love from Australia tonight. The San Jose look like the Great White Sharks. Yeah, but not until the third period in overtime. Where was I going to go?
I think I haven't looked at the stats yet, but I bet this is another game that if you look at the stats, you're like, oh, Vegas won, right?
Yeah.
No, actually, no. Sharks 48-38 shots on goal. Face-off was about 50-50. Power play, Golden Knights 0 for 2, Sharks 4 for 9. But again, you get 9 chances to score on a power play.
Yeah.
And again, one of those, the 4 that they got was on a single power play, so they're actually 0 for 8, 4 for 9. Penalty minutes 23-4. Hits 42-32, so it's another 70-point game.
23 though, 10 of that, plus the 15 of that.
That's true. So it's only like 13 normal, but even 8, right? So.
I can replace Paul. You know what they say? Never leave a game up to the refs. The Knights have plenty of games to close the series and couldn't. I agree. I think the Vegas Knights imploded a little bit. I think the Sharks. I mean, okay. When I always talk about what you need success for the playoffs, right? You need health. You need a good team, obviously, but you need health, depth, and luck. And you put those together. Skill's not even really. Everyone is skilled at the NHL position.
Right.
Couture even said this months back, saying, your top 2 lines kind of cancel each other out on the 2 teams. It's pretty much up to the 3rd and 4th lines that are going to be the difference makers. And I think that's what we saw in this series. LeBanc, a goal and 3 assists tonight. Gaudreau with a game winner in overtime, the 4th line guy.
Gaudreau.
Of all the people, nobody picked Gaudreau because they're like, oh, he's sitting on the bench the whole overtime.
He's not going to come out there at all.
Yeah.
People were saying Pavelski was going to come back and get a goal, and Gaudreau would stay out. Jones got a couple knocks, probably poking, but oh my goodness.
Yeah. All right, enough with the shame. We get it.
Yeah.
Oversized bunny. You're gonna get muted.
Muted for a little bit at least.
Yeah. Come on, man. You're clogging it up. You are on timeout. You go sit in the corner. Okay. Yes, Sharks won. You guys, all right.
Same thing.
Let's do
enough. He's the same guy saying Sharks.
Let's do a roll call. Where are you watching? How did you find the feed? And that's it. Just those 2 things. Where are you watching from, and how did you find us?
And is your bracket still alive?
Yeah, whose brackets are still alive?
Somebody said theirs were still going.
Mine is still going. I have the Bruins and the Sharks going to the finals. So I am still alive.
That would be a house divided, but you said Jenna actually likes the Sharks, right?
She's not a Bruins fan.
Yeah, not a Bruins fan.
She never got into the Bruins. So, yeah, give me a shout out. Give me a shout out.
You be careful on your shout outs.
You give me a shout out.
I'll give Aaron a shout out.
Thanks.
But yes, Sharks.
Joe shooting 100% tonight. 1 shot, 1 goal. That man should retire.
Oh, that was like the what is it, the Blackhawks backup goalie who had 1,000 save percentage. All right, so
we got one in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Milwaukee.
Denver. Somebody said they're starting step 1 tomorrow in Denver. Good luck.
Michigan. I watched the game in Paris, California. I don't even know where that is.
Paris, California.
Is that south? Is that north?
It's in California, and I have no idea. I'm going to just go with that. San Francisco, you know me. You know me, Finn Factor from Stevenson. South Lake Tahoe. I got every series right except for St. Louis. Really? So that one called
fun.
Columbus then too.
That's
Dallas not going to sleep tonight. Too pumped. I don't know if anyone's going to sleep tonight. I will probably ride this adrenaline for another couple hours and then crash. I got to work still.
Yep.
Dallas not going to Sweden, Stockholm. Oh, your buddy from
cool.
Switzerland.
Hey.
Most entertaining game before in the playoffs. I agree. Like I didn't get to see many others. I was watching a few, and I watched the Avs close out their series.
Yeah.
I watched Dallas win against the Predators last night.
Did you watch the Bruins tonight or no?
I didn't watch. I just saw. I just saw the score. But
Man, the Bruins own the Maple Leafs.
Watching in KC as a proud subscriber to the channel. I don't know why it hid that.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah.
I just saw a question and it just jumped. Sorry.
The problem, so we got almost 170 people watching right now. So the chat is going fast, and Aaron's bad at keeping up in general, and I'm
sorry.
I'm not paying attention
Most
because I'm running through the game in my head.
In the playoffs. Let's hope the Caps lose Game 7, so we don't have to deal with them in the Cup final.
Paris, California, as Riverside country.
Who was better in their peak in net, Nabokov or Jones? That's tough because Jones took the Sharks to the finals and won 2 games in the finals.
No, I thought they only had 1.
They lost in Game 6.
Okay, yeah.
4-2, right?
Yeah, it was Donskoy had an overtime winner, right?
Yep. So I'd like to say Jones just because he took him further, but I was and am a huge Nabokov fan. So, man, I think if Nabokov
Shark Attack, it's 168, not 170.
and Nabokov had the team that Jones had, I think Nabokov would have done better. That's what I think. United Arab Emirates photographer from New Jersey originally found it by accident. That's awesome. I'm glad you found it by accident. Silly Bubby, I can't say what I would like to do to one of these corrupt refs in a room alone, but it would involve a knife and most painful torture device you can think of. The refs didn't do anything bad. They didn't. They didn't blow the game.
No, and that's part of the problem. And I suffer from this too. You guys are much more level-headed than I am. Yeah. But when I see a call that I don't think is a call, I get all upset. But I was never a hockey player, and I was never a ref and playing hockey. I see what I think, but I have the benefit of going, wait, hang on, let me back that up back forward. Like the hit on Donskoy last night.
Right.
It was like, my first reaction was, ah!
That's mine too.
And then I went and looked at it, I was like, no, that's straight up shoulder to chest. It's just his head went, when all of your momentum is going this way and it gets stopped immediately and pushed back that way, anything that is not attached to the point of contact is going to try to continue moving.
Yeah,
so
I feel like he puts himself in those positions a lot.
You got to look up. You got to look up.
He gets hit like that a lot because he's not looking up. Brandon McPearl, John Doe, what up, man? I was just over there.
Hello from Cordelia. Tully is lit. I go to Bernal.
Watching from Indiana. I've been a Sharks fan since '99. Stayed up all night, almost 2 a.m. there. Thank you, Tyler Myers, for watching, and I bet you're not going to go to sleep anytime soon. Edmonton, Alberta, found us on YouTube. Grand Rapids, subscribe to your podcast. Grew up playing mite and skirt hockey with Pavelski when we were little. That's awesome. Hopefully he is okay. We got Salinas, San Jose, Tully, Sacramento, South Dakota, near Vancouver, Sacramento, San Jose, Dallas, Paris, California, and Riverside County. Thank you for telling me. San Jose, Tully Road, R-O-D-E. Yeah. Not R-O-A-D. Sorry. The show is popular in Melbourne, Australia. Plenty of Sharks fans here. Awesome. I'm glad we're popular down there. Where's Pierce at?
He's in Melbourne.
Is he?
Yeah.
One of our buddies from high school lives out there now. Shout out from San Jose. I will dream of Jumbo tonight.
Our watching, I don't know if it's updating fast. Like we were down at 154, now we're back up to 177.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are just jumping around trying to find a good stream. We're a good one. Hang out here for a while. I mean, again, we're a Sharks, a Sharks show. So obviously we're going to be. I mean, right now we're just kind of waiting for Paul to show because he's gonna.
Yeah, he'll be here soon.
I'm gonna have to adjust his levels of audio because he was at the game tonight. I can't even imagine. I can't even. He said this is like. So he and I went to Game 7 against the Red Wings a few years ago, and that was intensely loud. I can't even imagine what it's like. What it was like there. Getting blown up. Brett, Brett, you're trying to break it again.
Brett.
But Brett Azevedo.
Yep.
$51 on the super chat. Thank you very much, Brett. Let's go Sharks! Got to yell that one out for you because he wrote in all caps.
That's awesome. There was another question. Yeah, Vegas blew it. Not
Still
for
watching
us.
the game
Oh,
from.
oh, I got to play through it. I agree.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna, and this is, I'm gonna go back to the power play in general. Our power play was terrible, and if that was Vegas stifling us and doing a really good job, this is a breakdown. This was, yeah, you got 5 minutes to kill off, but yeah, you let one in, you let two in, okay, you let four in. You know,
Yeah.
I think they got in their own heads after 2 goals. They got it because the next couple
Their
were pretty
confidence
quick.
was shot. I mean, all you had to do is clear the puck,
Yeah,
and they've been doing it all series. So
to the annoyance of me, obviously.
I'm still the guy from East Side with the card
Paul-
from Pure Hockey. That's awesome.
Paul says his voice is gone, by the way.
I'm selling oxygen tanks outside the SAP.
Yeah, no, I'd love to see that actually. So somebody says Jumbo versus Bruins finals incoming. I would love to see that. I kind of was hoping for a Toronto Sharks, a Patty versus Thornton.
Right.
You know, but that would have been bittersweet for either side. No, it wouldn't have. Sharks would have won. I would have loved it. But
Love you, San Jose Sharks. Love you, Fin Factor. Love you too,
Daniel Smith
Stevenson
woke
Me.
up here in the UK 3-0. Phone pinged for 3-1. Then in the app, loaded up the app, saw 3-2. Couldn't believe it. So Daniel Smith, why weren't you awake the whole time? Apparently, come on.
I did not see this, but why did Dylan not play in overtime? I guess that's why Joachim Ryan was playing, because Dylan was not. I missed that. I wonder if he took a big hit.
I was gonna hear it too.
Yeah.
The Avs are gonna, like I said, the Avs are, if I understand correctly, they're a quicker team, but they have one line.
Yeah, I'd say 1 to 2 lines. Not as deep as most teams, but they're fast.
We'll see. But you guys, like the whole time, what is this Chuck E. Cheese thing? I don't get it.
I don't know.
But no, so you guys are saying like the Sharks are deep, they go deep, and it's like, you know what? We had to this series. You know, a couple games before the end of the regular season, we lose one of our defensive defensemen. So now we're left with a couple offensive minded, a couple mid area, and one defensive defenseman essentially. Yeah. And then first goal of the series, off of Joe Pavelski's face. You know, he came
Teeth.
back.
Not even his face.
Yeah,
Teeth.
off his teeth. He comes back, continues and plays the game. That's an amazing game. Game 2, Logan Couture took one not in a place that I don't think anyone would ever want to be hit. He's out for a while. Vlasic goes out. It's like people are dropping right and left.
Yep.
So this, the Avs had more rest than us. Obviously, we're predicting what game's going to be on Friday.
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. I can predict.
Schedule's not out yet.
By the way, my prediction was wrong.
I'm going to guess they're not going to announce it until after tomorrow's Game 7 of Washington and
They're the
Carolina.
last. Are they the last?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hurricanes beat them to force a Game 7.
Yeah. That's going to be an interesting Game 7. Mark Howlett, 6:45 a.m. here in the UK. Haven't slept, but boy, was it worth it, Coach Sharks. Man, that's a late night for you. I hope you're not working today. I hope you called in sick.
I think on the San Jose Sharks website or Facebook feed, they had like a I will not be able to attend work because I have like sharkitis or something like that. So.
Warsaw, Poland, Marcin. That's awesome. Thank you for tuning in. Hanford, California, aka Central Valley. Paul is late. Let's go Sharks. San Jose all the way to LA and the Bay. I'm here for the Sharks and pizza from Chuck E. Cheese. I don't get what's with all the Chuck E. Cheese comment.
I don't know. I think people just really love it, and maybe we'll get a sponsorship at some
1991 Cow Palace. I think you mean Cow Palace. 5 years old. Get on board, people. Real one right here. I also went to a game at the Cow Palace. How was I? 9, 10 years old that first season. My dad took me. I don't remember much. I just remember it stunk like pee. The people behind us, I talked about this in one of our shows, but the people behind us were rowdy as heck. My dad probably got super cheap or free tickets from someone at work, and they like basically took a milk jug, like 1 gallon milk jug, those plastic ones, and filled it with their own beer and were drinking it at the game. And then they were yelling at the refs. They were yelling, "Kill the zebra," which is the first time I heard that term.
Right, and you were like, "What does that mean?"
I didn't get it, and then my dad had to explain. I'm like, "Oh."
Sure.
He's like, "See, the ref looks like a zebra because he's wearing stripes."
Well, and I think so. Somebody was like, and I do think that it's hard to let go when you feel like the game was decided by a ref's call. But again, kill the penalty off.
Yeah. And
I'm sure once Paul gets here too, we're just gonna have to talk about that a lot. But this entire series, I'll say this again, I would say that the Vegas did an excellent job at killing off the Sharks power play for as deadly as the Sharks power play was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that in the most important game, which again, the Sharks forced by winning games 5 and 6, double overtime in game 6, they still won that. That was the most important penalty kill you had to make, and they didn't make it. And then oh my God, how heartbreaking was it for Sharks fans with like a minute to go? They tie it.
Yeah.
I was pacing up and down the room. I said, I can't do this. I can't do a live stream. I can't do a live reaction. I need the game to be over. And I'm glad we did the game because I'm glad we won. Had we lost, I'd have been on the floor in a fetal position.
The stream probably would have been done by now if they lost.
We're like, guys, we'll be back later.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Let's see here. Reno, Nevada. Bar was nothing but Vegas fans. It was crazy. Man,
well, that's to be expected, right?
Yeah. I'm sure you're happy they won then.
Incognito, though.
That would have been awful. Yeah, I'm still seeing complaints about the refs. Like, it doesn't matter. The Sharks fans are complaining about the refs. Vegas fans are complaining about the refs. That means the refs are doing their job because they're awful for both teams. They're not favoring one team or the other.
Right?
Nobody is throwing the game. Nobody's doing it. If anyone was going to be throwing the game, it would be for Vegas because they have the most money from the casino money.
I don't know. No. The thing is,
I'm joking.
Obviously, you're joking. But that's again. It's like let's give some credit to the teams who played really, really well. Again, and then in overtime there were no. Oh hey, Paul, the God. All right, I can relinquish my seat now, and I can hook Paul up. I'm gonna have to drop the audio out because Paul's mic is off, and I don't want to kill everyone's ears. So give me a second. I'm gonna drop the mic.
That's fine.
Blah 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 blah.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. It'll give you a chance to catch up.
Sure. I'm kind of caught up.
All right.
It was the right call for the Pavelski injury. They got the wrong
guy.
I do know.
That you're incredibly tired. Hang on.
And I almost think it's better for the Sharks that Cody Eakin got the penalty because he's one of their best penalty killers, and obviously they needed him for those 5 minutes, and they were dead tired. Yeah.
Give me a second. Well, go over there and turn it on. I just want to make sure I don't blow anybody's ears out.
It's right here. It's ready to go. Paul. Well, I can't talk yet because he doesn't have his mic on. You can give a thumbs up to everybody. He's out of breath right now because he ran.
No,
Did you run from the arena?
that's not why I'm out of breath. And I will tell you.
His voice is awful too.
I'll tell you in a moment.
That's awesome.
He's not mic'd up
Who
yet.
let him in the
obviously.
building? Welcome. He looks happy. You went to Chuck E. Cheese. We're talking about Chuck E. Cheese tonight.
Hey Paul, where's your Fin Factor shirt? That's very unprofessional.
Holy Mike's voice is dead. Our depth is really going to be tested Friday. Do we know that the game is Friday? We don't know yet, for sure.
Play Wednesday and Thursday.
Right.
Games 4
But
and
it could
5.
be Saturday.
It could be.
Could be Saturday or it could be Friday. I'm hoping it's Saturday. I hope the Sharks get an extra day. That'll give Pavelski another day. Hopefully he can come back. I don't know if he will be. Paul, what's your opinion on Chuck E. Cheese? Marlo will watch the game. I bet he misses San Jose as much as we miss him and the Sharks. Yes, but I don't miss that contract that he signed with Toronto. That's if we had him. Misfit. Thank you for the $50, Misfit.
What?
Who let Paul in the building? He's late. Rude.
That's amazing.
He's
Thank you
getting
very
mic'd
much.
up right
Thank you
now.
very
I'm going
much.
to go test out his microphone. Hashtag Chuck E. Cheese. Man, I think we're going to have to get Chuck E. Cheese on a sponsorship. But you're spelling it Chucky with a Y. It's Chuck E. Cheese. Are you guys? It's got to be something else. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to hide that one right there. What do you get? Colorado have 4 defensemen who can skate and transition the puck very well. There's a major key to beating them. That's a major key to beating them. Watch all their games against Calgary here in Edmonton. Okay. Yeah, Colorado is the real deal, man. They are good. They also added that, I think he's a defenseman, a puck-moving defenseman. He just came out of college, and supposedly he did really well. So, hey, Jens, hello from Sweden again. Went to bed after 3-0 and woke up with an overtime victory. What a wonderful surprise. Man, you probably went to bed and like, forget this.
Yeah, no, you
Sharks
need to go
lost.
back. You need to go back and watch the.
What happened?
Watch
Yeah,
the
you're
rest of that
gonna
game.
love the replay. You're gonna love watching what happened.
Okay.
Rivalry aside, I guess. Yeah, let's say Vegas Knights. What do you think?
Well, first thing I want to do is just talk a little bit so that Mike, my mic, Joe can make sure.
No,
that
you're
everything's
already
good
all
there.
adjusted, I
He
think.
says I'm good. Okay. What was the question now?
Vegas Knights.
The Vegas Knights. What
The
about 'em?
series.
What
The
about 'em?
series?
The series?
The rivalry.
The rivalry is stronger than it's ever been. It is a rivalry, in case anyone was wondering. It's absolutely a rivalry. But I don't want to talk about the rivalry so much right now as I want to talk about Game 7 tonight. Being there and seeing it. I mean, basically everybody just kind of gathered around Uncle Paul because I have a
Story
story
time.
to tell.
All right, let me.
And it's a story of triumph, perseverance.
Oh, Aaron.
Sorry.
And then of course in a medieval setting. Why not, right? We slayed the dragon. So it was just so hard to depict for me what exactly happened in that game because it was all such a gigantic blur. The crowd was absolutely insane. I have never in my life heard the crowd like that before. We've done episodes where we talked about how loud the tank was.
Yeah.
This literally outshines every story I've ever heard. When they scored that third goal
To
to tie it up, the whole roof, I swear to you, I thought the roof was coming down. Like, it was insane. And when they scored the fourth one, everyone was just going bonkers. And not even just like, hey, everyone was excited. I mean, literally people, every single person to a T, every single person in that arena was screaming at the top of their lungs, I'm sweating right now, okay?
They were screaming that they were sweating?
Literally sweating. And I played hockey with my son earlier today. I practiced with him.
Right.
I'm sweating more right now than I did when I was practicing with my son.
Hey, you look kind of gross.
Bro, it was the most intense game I have ever been to, ever seen. It was nuts. Yeah, thank you. So, seeing how they were down 2-0, and we're saying, there's still time. There's plenty of time. We got to keep the faith. It can still happen. That third goal goes in. I'm not going to lie to you. Me and everyone around me is just like, they're feeling it. They feel the season slipping away. And it's just like, well, I don't want to say that, I'm disappointed. I know we had talked about, is it going to be disappointing if the Sharks don't make it to the Stanley Cup final? For me, yes, that would be a disappointment. And getting to the point where they got to Game 7, having won Game 5 and 6 in succession, being down 3-1, if we lost Game 7, I'd say, you know what, it's still a disappointment, but I'm proud of the way that they battled and got back into the series. And when they went down 3-0, I kind of had that feeling like it was all over. And when they came back and went, but Cody Eakin, first of all, let's talk about the penalty. I was in section 104, row 4. I don't know if you know where that is, but it's basically right on the corner where the goalie is, right there.
Mike Level's okay? Because he's really yelling.
Am I yelling?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it out.
It's all right.
It's hard for me.
No, it's okay.
I apologize if it sounds cockeyed. Let them know, and he'll adjust it.
No, it looks good.
Okay, good. So,
Mine's too loud.
so I'm basically looking at where the goalie is, and I see Pavs take the face off, all of a sudden hit the ice, and he ain't moving. And at that moment, nobody cared about the score. And I think that says a whole heck of a lot about Sharks territory, and it's not just a sport. And sometimes we forget that these are people. And we saw him on the ground, or on the ice rather. We didn't see the blood at first, but the person that was sitting next to me, she was like, "Oh my God, there's blood." Lucy, by the way, if you happen to be watching Lucy, she would be a first-time watcher. Blood on the ice, unconscious. He was just laying there like asleep. And when they took him off and he was holding his eye, I was concerned, that his stick took his eye out or something like that. But I mean, hopefully it's just a laceration around his eye.
I thought it was coming out of his ear.
Is that what it was?
I don't know.
Because they were holding the towel like this. They didn't show replays at the jumbotron, which
It also could have been he has that extra thing on his helmet right now.
Yeah.
It could have maybe it poked him when he landed on his side.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. All I know is he got cross-checked in the face. He was knocked out, and the refs didn't call it right away. They let it go for a good 5 seconds. I thought that was terrible. Regardless, I was proud of the Sharks fan base and how nothing else mattered. It was just Joe, making concern for Joe. And at that moment, when they said, "Okay, it's 5-minute penalty, major," and he's out, and I felt it. You could feel it in the air. This is their moment right now, because if they get 1, they're still in the power play. If they get 2, they're still in the power play. If they get 3, they're still in the power play. And it happened. When they scored the first one, I'm going, okay, we're back. Mm-hmm. We have some life. When they scored the second one, no joke, I'm going, this game might be over. Because the way they're rolling right now, they're fighting for their captain.
Yep.
And the crowd's going berserk. And we heard them say, don't think for 1 second, even Drew Remender wrote an article, said this, don't think for 1 second that the fan base isn't pumping energy into those players. And everybody in the arena just going berserk. I honestly and truly feel that helped propel them to get those last couple goals. And when they got the fourth goal, the whole roof felt like it was coming down. People I don't even know I'm hugging. You know what I mean? Like, it was insane. And then they potted the fourth goal, and you know, I went and talked to my wife, and I said, you know, they were down 3-0 late in the third. I know it sucks having that last goal go in, 45 seconds left or 47 seconds, whatever it was, but I'll take it. It's a whole lot better than losing out 3-0.
Yeah.
Right? And
Still
just
a
calling
chance.
it. They didn't roll over, right?
I was glad that the Sharks were up 4-3 and not down 4-3, trying to score that goal.
Right. And so, again, my perspective shifts. I think to myself, you know, I would be disappointed, right? That's what I was saying before. In that moment, when we came back and it was 4-4, I was saying to myself, you know, I would not at all be disappointed with the loss right now. The way that this team battled back, the way that this team rallied around a fallen captain, the way that this team and this city just pumped energy into each other. It was just palpable. You could taste it in the air. It was insane. Again, I've never, and I've been to tons of Sharks games, never felt anything like that before in my life.
Yeah.
I teased my wife. I said, I've gone through 2 childbirths with you, and I've never seen anything like this before. She almost hit me.
I bet.
Yeah. But, you know, I didn't even see Goody put it in. I was just like, I was trying to see it, and I look up at the Jumbotron. It was already in. People are jumping. I'm going, okay, I guess we won. But it was just insanity, pure insanity in that arena tonight. To the Vegas fans that are watching this, be proud of your team. Hold your head high, but slap the hell out of Cody Eakin. Because
he lost the series.
He lost. I'm no joke. I was leaning over at the because I say Lucy,
So,
the girl that basically
did you see the replay of the game?
No, I didn't get to see any. I basically watched the game live, and that's it.
They kind of got tangled up.
Yeah.
He kind of hit him up high, but it wasn't that bad.
Okay.
Statsny was skating through, and that's where he got tangled up.
Okay.
He got tangled up on Statsny as he was kind of falling.
Okay.
And it clipped his hands and got him stuck, and then that's how he fell on his side.
So
it wasn't really
hearing
like
that, then
he wasn't like cross-checked in the face and bleeding from the cross-check. It's all from the falling on his head and landing on the side of his head.
So hearing that, and again, not benefiting, like I heard Joe talking about on the way over here, not benefiting from TiVo, right? Mm-hmm. Backwards, forwards. Not being able to benefit from that, my initial reaction was, okay, he got cross-checked, and of course they're not showing us any replays.
Hey, real quick, I want to interrupt you because I want to thank David Wake for chiming in here with $2.79.
Oh.
First 10 minutes listening, great stuff, guys. And then
Thanks,
Harley
Dave.
Rivera. IMO not a major, but giving up 4 goals is inexcusable. Vegas not holding themselves accountable, though. Not surprising. Go Sharks.
You know what, though? And you're right. It is inexcusable to let them come back and score 4 straight goals just because you're down a man. But you have to understand there's more to it than just the game and being able to step up in the moment. If you were there, I think maybe it might make a little more sense because, again, rallying around that fallen captain and the crowd just feeding energy into these players.
Yep.
And when you do that, you're also sapping energy away from the Vegas Golden Knights. I can understand how and why it happened, but you're absolutely right. Allowing 4 goals on a 5-minute penalty, I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. Having said that, I'm honestly not surprised. Like I said, after the second goal, I'm going, dude, this series might be over right now because you could feel it.
Yeah.
You could feel it. So
and then where'd you drop off? I didn't mean to interrupt, but I had to.
What?
I was like, where were you with that? So you at 3 goals yet, or were you at 4 now?
No. I'm saying after we got 2, we went all the way through and got 4. Yeah, I mean, it was berserk. But again, for the Vegas fans that happen to be watching right now, hold your head high. Your team is a very good team. They didn't have any quit. They did get lit up in that short span, but they didn't roll over. They pushed. They got that tying goal.
What's sad is it took Pavelski to get hurt for them to do it.
You mean
For the Sharks to wake up, basically.
Well, and again, it's Pavs getting hurt and rallying around that. But again, I think a lot of it had to do with the energy in the crowd.
Yeah.
I really, and it's cliche.
No,
it really is.
It's
It's
true,
cliche
though.
to say it.
I mean, look at Vegas. Vegas thrives on their arena.
Sure.
And they get those goals quick early in the game, and they're always ahead. They thrive off that energy.
It seems cliche, especially you guys are watching me, right? Clearly you weren't at the arena, or you're not at the arena now, or maybe you're tuning in after the fact. I don't know, but being there, it makes a believer out of you. I mean, really, when the crowd is going that nuts, and seeing how much energy the guys are drawing from it, it was absolutely insane.
Sean Savage says he's going to play your monologue whenever he needs inspiration.
You're going to record that? All right, cool.
I wonder if Gallan's head bursted now. I want to know what he's saying after the game because we're not watching the post-game stuff, but we'll have access to it. We're going to try and put together a packaged episode, polished one, edited.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what I'm going to say. Edited,
less sweaty, I think.
And we'll put that together and hopefully have that out before Friday, or maybe on Friday morning. Super producer Jason is out of town until tomorrow night, and I think they're recording tomorrow night the other show.
Black and Azul, yeah.
So
if you're a soccer fan, MLS soccer, and you like San Jose Earthquakes, check out Black and Azul. Same producer, same set, different guys.
Yep.
Scott Homan, $8 for Joe. Yes.
Hey,
I got my energy drinks over here. I sent Alan a picture.
But
I don't think he meant you.
If it's in the super chat.
Oh no, you know what?
It's probably for Pavelski.
Hey, I don't care how much you go for. I'm gonna buy our energy drinks regardless.
I was gonna say, if it's in the super chat, it's ours, bro.
So we are recapping that comeback from the Sharks when they beat the Kings in Game 4. This has to be not only just like beyond that. I don't know if we'll see another game that was this good.
Honestly,
there will be ones that make us happier.
You
like
never know.
when they win
There
the
could
cup.
be a double or a triple overtime game.
I don't want to watch one of those.
my heart can't take it, guys. My heart can't take it.
Can you believe?
I literally think I lost 2 pounds tonight. Just sweat water weight. I'm honestly like just jumping up and down, screaming, profanities all over the place. Not for me, of course, but I mean everyone was just going absolutely berserk. My head is ringing. I mean, when they were cheering, seriously, I've heard it really loud in the arena before, like extremely loud to the point where my ears hurt. Not only did my ears hurt, like my temples like felt like I had a vice just crushing my head.
Well, it was
like,
probably just constant. It wasn't like a spike, you know.
No, it was exactly. It was just a constant pressure, just like just crushing your brain. And I don't know, man. It was just like I said, I have never, ever been in the arena with it being that loud in my life. It was absolutely insane.
All right. Silly Bubby 69. I'm just gonna call you out right here. First of all, the name. That's like
Silly Bubby.
that's a 12-year-old picking out their PlayStation ID and then regretting it 10 years later. Does Pavelski deserve an Oscar? This is a Vegas fan he's been going back and forth about, complaining about the call. So Pavelski didn't dive. He got taken out and landed on his head. He also lost teeth getting a puck to the face. Welcome to NHL fandom, where your team doesn't go to the finals every year. This is why I'm so glad Vegas got knocked out in the first round.
If I'm reading this correctly, too, I think Nick Cage is actually a Vegas fan, but he even said, like, no, he does not deserve an Oscar. He got messed up.
Yeah. No, see, okay.
And that's what I like. That's what I like. I like when we all enjoy hockey here. And real quick, I want to, before you start into something, I want to thank Joshua F. Castro. Greetings from San Diego. Let it be known that anyone who says the Sharks have no heart or that Shark Territory does not love our team is either a liar or an ignoramus. Go Sharks. $9.99 in the super chat. Thank you very much.
Now, to the gentleman, maybe, I don't know, silly buddy,
whatever his name. Don't worry about it.
Silly bobbles. I mean, honestly, I mean that's just a disrespectful comment. I mean, when you see him drop down like that and the dude was asleep, I don't think he's out there to pretend that he's asleep. The guy wants to go out there and win a hockey game. The last thing he needs to do is pretend like he's hurt so he gets off the ice. And if you think that that's his rally cry to his teammates, you're out of your mind. So take that business elsewhere, please.
And a lot of I bet you every Vegas fan at the game was cheering their heads off when he stood up and was helped off the ice.
Yeah.
Nobody goes, get him off the ice, he's hurt.
People doing stick tap kind of thing. Yeah,
exactly,
crowd,
exactly. Nobody wants anyone to get hurt out there.
Yeah,
they want their team to win. They don't want anyone to get hurt out there.
No, but I mean that's just, to me, that's kind of ignorant. I don't know if you're new to the sport, maybe. Okay, great. If you just didn't like the call, I can understand. If you don't like the call, that's fine. But what happened to Joe Pavelski is what happened to him. If you don't think it was a cross-checking penalty, or you don't think it was worthy of being a major, or you don't think whatever the case, you think the refs are out to get you, which I think you're in the minority there. But if you think any of those are the case, hey, that's fine. but to call him an actor, essentially, if he was acting, he'd have come back.
Just like Couture losing teeth.
Yeah.
And
when teeth
Goliath
actually
was coaching
eject
that.
from your face hole, okay?
Face hole.
Yeah, face hole. That's what I'm calling it. Quote me on it. Face hole. So
Hashtag face hole.
I'm so upset about that. But no, when teeth are flying out, it's funny. I think they were saying like, oh yeah, he had fake teeth in his mouth and then he pulled them out. See, there was no blood.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I think they were his fake teeth anyway. Regardless, I mean, to say that he was acting, if he was, this isn't. First of all, this isn't soccer. No offense. Offense. Never mind. I don't like soccer. If this was soccer and he like fell down, rolling and grabbing his knee, you got a point. This is a guy asleep on the ice whose face was cut, blood on the ice. There's not like he had a blood capsule. He was bleeding. They had him covered up. They took him off the ice. He did not return. I don't care what fan base you have allegiance to. You know hockey players, or maybe you don't. I don't know how long you've been a fan, but you know hockey players are a completely different breed. This cuts on the face, getting a puck hitting your face, busting your jaw, teeth flying out, that's child's play. These guys come back from that and they play. And we saw Kevin LeBanc, Nyquist. We saw Nyquist get teeth knocked out, and he came and scored a goal, and that was during the regular. Nyquist. Nyquist. We saw Pavs do the same thing. Well,
Couture,
and then Couture did the same thing. They came back and he played. For him to get knocked out of the game, something was wrong. And the fact that he was asleep on the ice, I think, kind of points to that too. So I hear your comment, but I think it's incredibly disrespectful to the player, to the sport, to how tough these guys are, regardless of what team you root for. And if you just don't agree with the call, that's fine. If you don't agree with the refereeing, that's fine. But don't go telling us that that he's acting and he deserves an Oscar.
And I'll say this too. So going back to the penalty, a lot of people are saying like, it wasn't, he cross-checked him this way, he hit that. Whatever caused the penalty. You know what, Sharks fan, and even go back during the regular season.
Oh, okay.
Like one of the biggest problems I have is that's not reviewable.
Yeah.
The Bruins game where he high touched it in the air and then tapped it in. Like, well, the goal was on the shot, even though he high touched it. Yeah. So we can't review it. Okay. Well, you can't review Couture. It's like there's a lot of problems, but it's like I would rather have this where they make the determination on the ice, and again, refs are going to ref. There's a human error there. If he made an error and that's what you think happened, I understand that. Yeah. And a lot of times, if anyone gets caught, I mean, you should. It was amazing to watch the Dallas and Predators game. The Stars fans, anytime anyone did anything, everyone put their hands up, and it was like, wow, these 17,000 refs really saw that one, but the couple on the ice didn't see it, and it's like, but it's the same thing if you were in Nashville, it's the same thing if you were in Vegas, everyone would be calling, and refs, you were, like the chance and everything.
No, I know, and the refs were letting a lot of stuff go.
Yeah.
So
it's Game 7.
Yeah, they don't want to be, and this is the thing we talked about before too. Right. They don't want to be the difference maker in the game.
I was surprised they called so many penalties early in the game. I thought they were not going to call much.
There was.
I actually liked it because I think the Sharks benefit from it. They don't really take as many as they get more power plays.
The Sharks are classically a disciplined team.
Yeah. Doesn't mean they're
so
always
I'm not surprised they had more penalty chances.
Yeah.
But it's in Game 7, it's hard to say what should and shouldn't have been called. Yeah. But again, I'm moving on from it because
I'm ready to move on.
Whether we like Game 2, we can't go back and say, oh, it was a goal and it wasn't this. We can't at this point.
So let's talk about the Avalanche series. That's what people are asking about.
Okay.
The Avalanche.
I hear they're cold.
There's a big altitude change. Going into Colorado. Thankfully, the Sharks will have home ice actually throughout the entire playoffs now. In the Stanley Cup Finals.
Tampa Bay and Calgary are out.
Actually, no.
Yeah, Tampa Bay and Calgary are out.
Boston, I think, had more points. So
did they?
I think.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Somebody look that up
real quick.
Okay.
But very close to maybe through the finals, depending on who gets there. But anyway, let's talk about the
Colorado.
Avalanche.
Well, I think the entire time that we've had this show, we've been talking about certain teams being contenders and pretenders, and I'm not sure exactly what Colorado is anymore. That we've said they're a one-line team. I don't know that they have much that's threatening outside of that one top line. But much like Vegas, what we saw in this series at least, their stone line was the one that was doing everything. Right. We shut down the Marchessault line, and that was all we needed to do for the wins that we got. I think in Colorado, I feel like there's a bigger skill level difference between their top players and their next level of players. So I don't want to say it'll be easier,
Nothing's
but
easy.
it would be certainly nice to have a little bit of an easier series, considering what the war, not the battle, the war that we just went through with a very capable Vegas Golden Knights team. Just an amazing series, and I'm looking forward to another one. But
Yeah.
I honestly do think that Vegas is the better team. I mean, obviously with points and everything too, still. But Vegas was the better team between them and Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be looking for a win here. If it was Calgary instead, I think it's going to be another really rough battle. But I don't know. Somehow Colorado came out on top of that one. But I'm feeling confident.
I'm confident the Sharks can beat them, but I
Yeah.
don't think it's going to be easy. I think
Okay.
it's going to go 6 to 7 games. Grubauer is playing amazing. Grubauer is playing out of his mind. So there's a hot goalie, another team with another hot goalie.
Yeah.
And real quick, going back to what I said earlier, and people called it out, Boston, Washington, Islanders are the 3 teams left that have more points.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
we did have-
maybe Washington will be out.
We did have a misstep near
We
the
have
end there,
101, and then it goes 103, 104, 107. But
Wait.
Calgary and Tampa are out. They're in.
Boston, Washington, and New York Islanders.
Yeah.
Those are all East Coast teams. I don't care if we don't have home ice advantage against them. If we're playing them,
Well, that's what I mean in the.
if we're playing them, I'm
That's,
happy.
I meant
right?
we have it for West
Yeah.
Coast, but I
Yeah,
mean
yeah.
for Stanley Cup playoffs.
I can only hope that we're playing an East Coast team.
Right.
Patrick Cabral,
Yeah.
1999 in the super chat. Thank you very much.
Oh, hey, thanks,
The
Patrick.
best comeback I have ever seen in series and game.
Yeah.
You got-
Patrick, were you there?
hold on.
Go ahead, but were you there?
You guys are the difference for me that called the faith in Jones and in the Sharks. Go Sharks.
Okay.
I thought the only goal that Jones gave up tonight was the third one. That
Yeah.
was a bad one. That was the one that 5-hole. He came across. I thought he was set and he should have stopped it. The other ones, I don't think he really had much chance on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That he should have stopped.
It
I
didn't
guess.
look like they were really collapsing down like they did in Game 5.
Yeah. I thought they did a
maybe
better
Game
job
6.
later
Yeah.
in the game, in overtime especially.
Yeah.
They were actually playing pretty
They,
desperate.
you could see it. They had 3 men in, and then the defense was kind of like hitting the blue line, and then as soon as it looked like it was going to
Yeah.
get turned over, they were like, ooh, take a step back. Yeah, so they played much more defensive in the overtime.
Going back to the Avs, McKinnon single-handedly beat the Flames. Carlson
Okay.
better not be on the ice when he's on. Yes, McKinnon.
Too fast.
He's speed and
Hands.
high skill.
Yeah.
Kind of like McDavid.
Yeah.
Different kind of player, but
What is it with the nicknames? McDavid, McKinnon?
No, Mick.
Landeskog. It's McKinnon, Landeskog, and Rantanen, who I love because I drafted him in my fantasy hockey team, and we get to keep him where we draft him. I drafted him in the 17th round. It's baller.
Wow,
Baller.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, he's around like one guy now. Anyway, I
just
can't
hoping-
wait. I can't wait to start a fantasy hockey league with these guys because I'm sure there's a bunch of people that are going to want to play. These guys don't want to play.
Real
No.
quick before you go farther.
So lonely.
PlayStation 4, EA SHL. If you have a hankering for playing tonight, I'm sure a lot of people will be. So if you're watching right now, once we're done, hop on, search TFF as the abbreviation for the club. It's open to the public. Pop in there. If all of you guys pop in there at the same time, all of you, if like 4 or 5 of you guys who are watching this and actually want to do it, pop in at the same time, you'll all be online. You can all play a game together because it's hard to get people together sometimes.
The other thing is we have keys
Ooh.
for free copies of NHL 19 for both PlayStation 4 and Xbox. We are not on Xbox, but if one of you wants to captain a team and start a team for the Fin Factor, that'd be great.
That would be awesome.
Then we can compare the teams, the PlayStation and the Xbox guys.
Which is not fair because I would be playing for PlayStation and we would be much worse.
Right.
I'm
But
looking-
we'll figure out a way to get out those keys maybe later this week. We'll think of some kind of contest or something.
We'll do a contest or
Yeah.
we have a lot of giveaway stuff that we've been talking about
Yeah.
wanting to do for a very long time. Some of the baubles that you see on here, some of the pucks, some of the actually I've got even a signed jumbo puck that we had that we're going to be giving away as well. I don't know the details around it. And once we figure that out, obviously, we'll let you guys know. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe and make sure that you follow us at The Fin Factor on Twitter and Facebook, at Fin Factor on Instagram. We'll be putting it up somewhere for
Yeah.
all the giveaway information. So if you're not following us on any of those socials, please do so that you can figure out when that is. Because again, it's a nice puck. It's it's right here. There it is. So it's the jumbo. It's the Patty 500 goals and the jumbo 1,000 assist puck. And I got Jumbo to sign it. Unfortunately, I can't get Patty to sign this side, but so we're actually gonna give this one away, and this is thanks to not only Jumbo who signed it, but Hiro Hiro from the Sharks Reddit Discord channel. Very generous guy, very nice guy, and he gave us this among other things to go ahead and give away. So, if you're not subscribed to us or you're not following us, please do so. That way, you know when we're doing this stuff, and we can get it out to you guys.
Michael Havlicek from the Czech Republic.
Bless you.
Just woke up, and he doesn't know who won. The Sharks won, buddy. The Sharks won. Sharks won in overtime after being down 3-0. Went up 4-3. Vegas ties at 4-4. Goes to overtime. 1 minute left in overtime, minute 2, and Barclay Goodrow scores the game-winning goal on a semi-breakaway. I guess it is.
Just amazing.
Yeah.
Just an amazing night of hockey. Regardless of what fan base you like, it was an amazing night of hockey. I'm sure you would be feeling a lot better if you were a Sharks fan, but just all around incredible.
Right. Okay, let's go back. Oh, I also put out our show store. We have 10% off if you want to buy anything. That helps support the show just as much as Super Chat does, and you will get something out of it. So feel free to get some orders in. We got T-shirts, hats, and stickers.
Joe's pointing at me. What?
I'm pointing at you because somebody actually just reminded me.
Your hat's on.
3 for 3 on the Jones signed stick.
Ah, that's right.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's right. Hey, right on. See, and again, I'll tell the story because I'm sure not all of you have heard this. I was at a practice.
Quick, at one point, I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight.
Yes.
I don't know how long we're going for, but at one point we actually did go over 200 on the live stream.
That's amazing, guys.
That's
Thank
the
you
first
so
for our
much
show.
for all your
And
support.
it didn't break.
It didn't break. Oh no, I heard that. I heard that Brett gave us another $50-some, and then it didn't. The stream didn't go down.
Super producer Jason might be replaced.
Ooh.
No.
Slam.
I'm just walking around. But he taught me, right? So,
no, I think what it is that the first time it went down. The second time it's getting used to it now. So Brett, just keep giving us $50.
Right.
And then we'll be no. Again, thank you, Brett. The stick here. This is actually Martin Jones' stick. You can see right there. It says Jones on it. And he was at a practice. He was using it. He didn't like it. I guess there's chips and stuff on it, so he threw it to the side. And he grabbed a new one. When practice was over, nobody saw it. It was in the corner still. I saw it. So I went over and I grabbed it. And then I went over and I saw him after another practice. I don't want to push my luck and get the stick.
So you
and
like carrying this thing around everywhere, like
yeah,
over your shoulder?
Dude, it was in my car, like just boom, it wedged in the back seat. So I got him to sign it for me, right there. And so I told him, hey man, we're behind you. Good luck. And there was, guys
this
that
was
said
after
the same
game
thing.
4.
This was after game 4.
They're down 3-1 in the series.
You got it.
And they weren't even sure that Jones was going to start.
No
in game 5.
bandwagon in here, buddy.
Even you said that he shouldn't start game 5.
I said here's what I said. I said if you're gonna start Dell, you start him in game 4, because if we're down 2 games and you lose, you can still go back to Jones. If you have Jones in game 4 and you lose, you're not gonna want to go to Dell in game 5, because that's the series is on the line. You're throwing your backup in. It doesn't make sense. So I was still saying, it makes more sense to put Dell in game 5, only because I felt like his confidence was entirely shook.
Yeah.
Just entirely shook.
Yeah, it was.
However, again, patting myself on the back, I brought him his stick.
I'm just glad that you didn't talk to Pete and have him start Dell, because all of us were like, start Dell.
Yeah, I know,
you got to start Dell, and then even who was it? Not Baker, but Heddikin was saying that's the last you'll see of Jones.
Yeah.
I was like,
no, it was
not,
Baker. I think it was Baker saying that's the last you'll see of Jones.
Because it made sense. It made sense to us too, sitting in our chairs.
So I asked him to sign it. Told him we're behind you, and he signed it for us. And I honestly feel like, again, not quite to the level tonight where the tank was going berserk, but I think it did feed a little bit of energy to him. I think it got a little bit, hey, the fans are behind me. Not everybody thinks I'm terrible.
Yeah.
And I need to start believing in myself too.
I think what helped more than that was the team playing really well in front of him.
Shut up.
I think
all me.
We were up to 200 and
Welcome.
then it dipped down because a lot of Vegas fans left.
Well, whoever
okay.
left, but like I said, it was not. It was cool to see it up there.
Well,
I mean, but now we're still higher than we normally are. But it's been fun just talking hockey. Like I said,
here's the thing. We're just happy to be sitting here talking with you. If there were 5 of you guys watching, I'd be happy to sit here and chat with you guys. If it was 5 Vegas fans, I'd be happy to sit here and chat with you guys. It doesn't matter to me. It's just
Vegas,
nice to have the community. We're all sitting here talking. We're all celebrating our teams.
if Vegas had won tonight,
Yeah.
we'd still be sitting
We'd
here
still be
talking hockey.
right here talking
like-
about
just
how
like
our
games
team
2, 3,
battled
and 4
hard.
Are you gonna play NHL 19 tonight?
I may have to. I've got too much adrenaline.
Bone Thug thinks that he played with the bald dude last night in threes. It was not me.
No, it was not you.
because I don't have the game yet. I'm gonna get it. I'm actually gonna buy it probably tonight.
Bone Thug.
I know.
Okay.
Bone Thug 1408 or one. Bone Thug 1408.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's probably not his name. That's his name on here.
That's not his name?
No, I mean that's not his
I'm
name.
kidding. Yeah. Go ahead. Bone Thug 408 Johnson.
So
What
back
do you
to,
guys
back
think?
to, I was gonna say back to abs. What are we doing?
Back to abs.
The
My
abs.
abs. You guys doing 8-minute abs? No,
Abs.
you're the Avalanche.
Oh, abs. Yeah, no, abs. My abs are done today.
Well, there's some
I'm
Avs
crazy.
fans in here right now.
There are some abs
I
fans.
saw some Bruins
they were
fans
watching it.
earlier
So
too.
Yeah.
okay, let me just say this, abs fans. I know I may have said like I feel like that might be the easier of the two between the Avs and Vegas Golden Knights. Prove me wrong because Calgary was probably thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Calgary probably was underselling you guys, thinking it's going to be not so bad because it's a one-line team. We shut that one line down. We're solid. We're good to go. And then here they go, right? And Colorado comes out and puts a spanking on them. So yeah, it's not a team that the Sharks are going to overlook. Trust me.
And
the fan bases might start saying, oh, they're going to be either whatever. But trust me, the Sharks players are not going to be doing that, and the Colorado players are going to be amped up and ready to go now.
I think it'll be an exciting series,
Yeah.
and I think it's going to be a high-scoring series. I think they're going to see.
I hope not.
It'll be more wide open than
Yeah.
I think some other games will be. So I think it'll be
Yeah.
good. And they're very high. The Sharks are highly skilled, very deep, and I think the Avalanche are as well. And the Avalanche have more speed than the Sharks do.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be an exciting north-south type of game rather
Yeah.
than like a dump and chase or east-west kind of thing.
I'm sure that the Colorado Avalanche are a healthier team than the Sharks right now. I think I think a convalescent hospital is probably healthier than the Sharks right now. Seriously, like we're really banged up. If that's one thing that Colorado can exploit from the Sharks using their speed, it's that we are incredibly banged up right now. You just saw, maybe you didn't, but our captain essentially went down, knocked out.
Carlson's
bleeding,
not 100%.
everything. Carlson is definitely not 100%.
Vlasic might still not be 100%.
Nah,
He's
Vlasic
playing
looks
well,
pretty good,
but
yo.
he took a hit off the ankle, right?
I don't know. Tonight he looked pretty solid. I was very impressed with Vlasic. I will say this: did you guys happen to catch what happened to Dylan?
No, we
I
saw
don't know.
someone
either,
mentioned he
but
went
I
out.
saw Joachim Ryan taking a lot of shifts.
Yeah,
and I was going,
that's what I
what
noticed.
is going on? Because
I didn't notice Dylan wasn't out there. I just noticed Ryan
Yeah.
was, and I was like, God, that's weird.
that, and that's what triggered it for me. I was like, something happened to
Someone
Dylan.
mentioned it in here and asked
Yeah.
if we saw it, and I didn't see it.
I didn't see it, but I did see Joachim Ryan out there quite a bit. Having said that, again, if Dylan's hurt, Carlson's not skating 100%. You're guessing that there's still maybe something up with Vlasic. Pavs is down and out. We had Cooch bust some teeth. We have guys that are just banged up all the way around.
Yeah.
If they win that series, I think it'll be not largely in part, but at least some part due to the amount of injuries that San Jose has sustained. Not that they can't beat them not that they can't beat a healthy San Jose Sharks team. I'm sure they can.
Yeah.
But it certainly does not help. And I don't know, the health of the Colorado Avalanche, but with Nathan McKinnon skating the way that he can, I think he's going to exploit some of the Sharks' defense, apart from Marc-Eduard Vlasic. But
Shout out to my friend Kim Rye, who lives in Salt Lake City. She's
Kim.
one of the most diehard Sharks fans and moved to Salt Lake City. So
Kim.
she said, Aaron, I was losing my mind,
Kim.
and I believe her.
Kim, you done messed up. You moved to Salt Lake City, you done messed up. Because you could have been here tonight for the most insane, raucous crowd you've ever heard
I don't know
in
if
your
you
life.
know, but Paul was there. That's why
I
his
was
voice
there.
messed up.
know if you know, but Paul.
Yeah, I'm going to have to start doing sign language
Right.
because I'm
Did you-
losing it.
Did you catch what in the chat here, which not this stream
I
chat, but
can't see
Adam
anything, yeah.
Adam earlier?
What did I say?
Adam was trying to he was trying to text, but he was driving, So he was screaming.
Don't text and drive.
No, he was screaming at his voice to text, and it just was like a blur of words. And I had to call him, and I'm there translating what's going on. He's like, "Stop talking! I can't take it in my heart." You know, it was just amazing. I mean, the whole atmosphere. It was crazy.
So I know we're talking about Colorado, but I kind of want to go back to talking about us for just a second here.
It's still in the mind a bit.
So I had 2 tickets for tonight's game. I was supposed to go with me and my wife, but my wife has a company has a box, and she's kind of like a big part of the company, so she's up in the box with them. So I was like, okay, I have this extra ticket. I don't know what to do with. Yeah, you doing the show. Somebody's got to do the show. Joe can't sit here and do it all by himself.
No, I had to produce and fill in for you.
Producing and single hosting? I don't think so. So
we're not actually friends. I don't know if you noticed.
He's a jerk.
Well, no, he also got to spend a lovely evening with his wife too.
So. Yeah, no.
So, it was my wife's birthday. So I would have said no.
She's up in the box in the suite, and I'm
by yourself.
I'm basically I was gonna be by myself, but I was like, hey, I got an extra ticket if anybody else,
Did someone take you up on?
Yeah, that's the Lucy person, right?
So I thought that was a random person sitting next to you that was next to your seats.
Yeah. So I'm looking at like game time and Ticketmaster and everything, and I'm like, okay, they're saying it's like $400 or $500 for this seat.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay. So I go, and she's like, hey, you have a seat available. I'm like, yeah, it'd be like $300 maybe, I guess. I'm trying to get a price break. She goes, oh, that's way too much. I'm like, okay. And then later on, I'm like, it's like 15 minutes till game time, and I still haven't sold it. I'm like, hey, how about 200? She goes, oh, I wish I could. You're killing me because I really want to go. And I'm like, I'm standing in line, and I'm like, oh, 150, She goes, if you do 100, I'll get on a scooter right now. And I'm like, meet me at 130. It's like, okay, I'll be there. So then, boom, she comes over. I get the money. We sit down, and she was like the super coolest Sharks fan you ever met. No, she knew everything.
Nice.
And she was talking about Crosby being like a whiny little
baby,
right? And she's like, I would much rather have Ovechkin. I'm like, you should talk to Aaron, because Aaron loves Ovechkin.
Sharks fan 27, $4.99. Cody Eakin probably going back to Vegas on a Greyhound.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah. Oh, that poor little ginger. Anyway,
redheaded stepchild.
I mean, and again, this person, Lucy. She was telling me she was all upset and everything, and then third period comes and we're scoring goals, and she's just like, and at the end of the period, at the end of the third period, she looks at me, she goes, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, I don't have my Xanax and I have anxiety. I'm like, holy.
Wow. And you came to the wrong game.
I told her, I'm like, you came to the wrong game, lady. But this poor thing, when they scored the 5th goal, and I'm sorry, Lucy, if you're watching this.
Dan O'Neill says you could have taken your uncle.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle Dan. Oh, my bad. I started calling people around. My bad. I'm sorry. I feel like a jerk now. Next time I'll get you.
Don't worry. You are a jerk now.
I am a jerk. I feel like one though. But so they score the 5th goal, and the whole when we got to the 3 and 4, we're like high fiving and stuff because we're buddies now, right? When they scored the 5th goal, I looked over at her, and she was like, yeah. And then all of a sudden, it was just like, she stopped, and it was just like emotion. And she was like ready to be in tears. I'm like, dude, are you okay? Because I'm thinking, I gotta figure out how to help this girl with her anxiety attack now, because, I'm not gonna let her just freak out.
Yeah.
But no, it was just again, it was just that powerful, man. It was just insane. But yeah,
great.
so
Is she watching right now?
Maybe, I don't know. If you are watching, dude, I'm so glad that you bought the ticket, that you got to go see it, because she is diehard. This girl, she is diehard, and she was gonna sit in the bar at Firehouse, I think.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna sit at the bar. Her boyfriend is a bartender there, and so she decided. Her boyfriend pushed her. She's like, "Nah, for 130, go." I'm like, "Hey, whoever your boyfriend is, he's a solid dude."
He didn't want you sulking at the bar.
Yeah, for sure. So no, it was great having you there. I had a great time. Obviously, it was just amazing, and I'm glad that you got to experience that, because of all the, a lot of the Sharks fans that I've met, you definitely deserved it. She was super jazzed. So.
Bay is Bay. I just got back from the game and I'm still sweating. So is he.
Dude, I'm sweating, bro. Seriously.
Hey, your friend who moved to Salt Lake, she said she's going to be flying back actually for the next series.
Excellent.
Nice.
And her brother, I think she said brother was at the game.
Zach Croft has got to be gone by now.
I'm sure.
He was in earlier. I remember. I saw
Zach, if you're going to watch the replay, Zach, tell me when you're going to come to San Jose. Okay, buddy, I got to get you a beer.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta shake your hand. And I got to get you something. I don't know. We got to find some swag or something we can give him, for sure. I can't imagine his next video.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I can. It's the same one every time, but still.
Yeah. All right. People are still complaining.
About what?
I think that over all night it's gonna be.
It's just not going to end.
It is what it is. It's unfortunate if you don't like the officiating. It is what it is. But all I'm asking of you is please don't tell me that our captain is a faker. That's uncalled for.
Yeah.
So,
what are the chances the Avs win a game in the first 2 games? That's tough because the Sharks are banged up. Who knows if Pavelski will be ready by Friday? Who knows?
If anyone knows how banged up the Avs are, I don't know.
Yeah,
because they played Calgary, who's a physical
Avs
team,
fans,
right?
you would know best.
Yeah.
If you can let us know, we've shown all our cards to you. If you can let us know if your team is a little banged up. I know Tyson Barrie is a solid defenseman. In terms of defensemen that they have from the blue line that are of threatening, I know Tyson Barrie is one of them.
Well, they had that guy called up from. He was a Hobie Baker finalist.
I think it was. Yeah.
He got called up and played in Game 3 for his first NHL game.
What a great story that is, really. Yeah.
You see that every couple years. You see a team that does that and it works out great, and it's amazing. It's great for them. Sorry, I forgot what I was going to say.
And so you can find your spot. We're not one of those shows, by the way, that's going to just raw the entire time. We're very even keel and we look at both sides. So.
Pavelski and Dylan now. We don't know what happened to him.
Yeah.
And why he didn't play at all.
That's what I'm saying, man. We're banged up.
I didn't even know if he was on the bench. He might have been in the locker room.
Well, now it's just putting you guys to the test because all season you're like, look how deep we are. I remember shows where you were guys like, we're having problems figuring out who's going on the 4th line. It's like, oh, okay.
Well, it's terrible. Heat is probably the best bet to go in, but he's a right-handed shot defenseman, and the 3 right-handed shot defensemen are still in. Yeah. So it's the lefties that are hurt.
Yeah, because right-handed is Braun, Burns, Carlson. And none of those guys are having any problems right now.
It's Vlasic and now, Vlasic is in, but Dylan is out.
Yeah.
And we had
Joachim
Ryan in already. So maybe they did it the other couple games ago. They had Heat in, mixed in there, right? And they had him out with.
Is Haley still out as well? Because with Donskoy hurt,
Haley smacked up his ankle blocking that shot. He was skating with the team. I don't think anybody wants to hear that because they don't want him to dress, whatever. I'd be happy to have him back in the lineup. Don't get me wrong, but I think people were freaking out when he was skating with the team, going, "Oh, he better not get dressed. He better not go." And I was like, guys, even healthy or unhealthy scratches are going to take the ice. They're going to practice with the team. It's going to happen. So
Long Beach native Matt Nieto is playing against the Sharks. He had a pretty good series. I think he scored a couple goals in the Calgary one.
Somebody saying Girard and Brassard are day-to-day, no real impact.
Yeah,
that's probably somebody else was saying like Avs are basically not beat up right now.
No, plus they've had about a week off.
Yeah.
So,
but you know what? If the Sharks come out and play hard
tonight,
so I'm not going to blame.
But today's Tuesday. That's 3 days of rest.
Sure. And I'm not going to say it's just like I'm not going to blame anyone but the Sharks for how they play. So if they're beat up, cool. Next guy up. Let's do this.
Yep.
I mean that's 3 days of rest, and they're playing at home. They don't have to travel, which is nice.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be playing in Colorado yet, so that
first 2 games here in San Jose, then you got to worry about. So in terms of the altitude affecting them, you're talking about like a week out.
I mean, it would be awful if they had to go game 1 in Colorado this Friday.
Yeah.
After playing 2 overtime games back to back.
Yep.
So the Sharks will be able to rest a little bit. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Nothing tomorrow. Maybe an optional practice Thursday.
Yeah. To address the earlier question about what are the chances that Colorado could take one of the 2 games in San Jose, I think the chances are pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not rooting against my team because I know what they're capable of. And you talked about depth. Our depth is being tested right now. We said if we lose Couture, are we okay? Yes. If we lose Hurdle, are we okay? Yes. But we've lost, Pavelski went down. We've lost, Haley, if you want to call it, detrimental. I mean, Radil stepped in. He's done a pretty decent job. We've had problems with Carlson. We've had problems with Vlasic. Dylan looks like he might be down. And all these are the guys that had their teeth flying out of their mouth, their face holes. There's been a lot of injuries. So I think any team, when you have that many injuries, is going to be faced with a whole heck of a lot of adversity. But I think the Sharks are deep enough that we can still put together. We talked about teams having one line. Colorado being a one-line team. No offense. We talked about Vegas shut down that one line.
It worked.
Right? And it worked. Teams that aren't in the playoffs, Edmonton, shut down that one line. And you're okay. You can have 2 or 3 injuries on this team, at least in the offensive side of it.
Yeah.
And you're still got at least a top 6 that's deadly. So are we being tested in terms of our depth?
Donskoy too.
What?
Donskoy.
Yeah, he
And
got
Donskoy
hurt
too.
too.
Yeah. Oh, he got hurt?
He didn't play tonight because he got jacked in the last game.
Oh,
In
that's
Game 6.
okay. That
That
kept him
tough
out
hit,
then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed he wasn't there, but I didn't know if that was why or if he just got scratched.
Yeah. He wasn't even at the warm-up. He was at the warm-up of the game. Let's talk about Martin Jones.
Phenomenal.
What Martin Jones do you think we're going to see in the next round? I think we're going to see what we saw in the last 3 games. I think he's tracking and seeing the puck. I think he's made his adjustments, that he's really getting more square to the puck, keeping his eyes on it, and fighting them off better. I think the first couple games he was still shaky and he had no confidence. And I think winning this series obviously is going to be a huge confidence booster.
Yeah. Which defense do you think we're going to see? We're going to see game 2, 3, or
it's going to depend.
mainly games 3 and 4, because game 2 was kind of a. But
I think the Sharks as a whole kind of figured it out after around game 5. Really, what they really need to do in order to advance. So,
real quick, I just
think
want to call
we'll
this
see that.
out.
Yeah.
Jay Weezy, my voice is gone. That power play was absolutely insane. What a game for my first playoff Sharks game.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah, you started at the top. You set the bar too high.
Yeah.
You're hooked now,
Yeah,
man.
You set the bar. Again, I've been watching hockey for a very long time. I've
We
gone
went to
many,
game
many
7
games.
in Red Wing. I was saying this earlier. We went to the game 7 against Detroit.
Yeah.
And this, hands down, I didn't even get to see it live. I can't even imagine what it was
This,
live.
I mean, lightheaded. I was lightheaded. And it wasn't even because I was screaming so loud. It was because everybody else screaming around me, too.
Yeah.
It was just pressure. And I'm just, I couldn't deal. I was thinking about leaving the game early just because it was so loud and my head couldn't take it.
Could you imagine if you had left
I know.
prior to anything happening? You'd have gotten here like, guys, I can't believe what's going on.
When they scored the 3rd goal, the thought crossed my mind. When they scored that 3rd goal, I was like, maybe I should just head back a little early, get to the show so that I can be here in front of all you guys. But I saw what happened to Pavs, and I was like, no, I'm not leaving now. And then just snowballed from there.
Ray Guerrero, in my opinion, this series is one of the greatest, most controversial series I've ever witnessed in my life.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm bitter because my guys lost it, but I'm glad that these guys left it on the ice.
Yep.
Good. Welcome to hockey,
Yep.
again, because I've seen a lot worse.
Well, and you
my
say welcome
time.
to hockey. He may have watched a bunch, obviously.
Yeah,
It's
but
just-
I've seen, go back to those Colorado-Detroit series back in the mid to late 90s, man. That was just
Another right by wall.
Filthy.
Another right by wall. Another right by wall.
go to the Brett Hull goal when he scored the winner against Buffalo and Hasek, and his foot was in the crease,
Yeah.
and everyone says no goal, like that shouldn't have been a goal. There's a bunch of stuff. I'm not knocking you. That's awesome. I'm glad you like the series. I like the series.
Yeah.
I mean, it went to an overtime in Game 7. That's unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, after
Barkley-
going to a double in Game 6.
Yes,
Yeah.
Barclay Goodrow is going to be a hero for a long time for Sharks fans because of that one goal. So that makes or breaks people's careers.
Real quick.
Did you have something to say? Okay, go ahead.
No, I was gonna start into this topic. So if you got something.
No, I just want to circle back and say something that I said earlier. Maybe you weren't here for it. As a Vegas Golden Knights fan, absolutely be proud of your team. Absolutely hold your head up high as a fan. It was an amazing series. They did an amazing job, and it was just 2 teams going to war, and it was just incredible. So it really could have gone either way, and the Western Conference, or at least the Pacific, would have been well represented. So good on the Golden Knights, and we'll see them next year.
So I want to switch over to Stevenson. Had a question. Like, do the Sharks pull from the Barracuda if there are too many players injured?
Yeah,
They
have
could.
to.
Yeah.
Even with the Barracuda currently in the playoffs.
Doesn't matter. Barracuda is not important.
That's
No offense.
no. I mean
compared
that
to Sharks.
it's true actually because you're going to say which is more important, the actual playoffs or an AHL playoff.
Let me tell you something. I went to Game 3.
Is it AHL? What is it? Hold on. Real quick.
AHL.
Thank you. Okay.
I went to Game 3 of the Barracuda playoffs. Got a cool orange rally towel, which I don't know if I have my other rally towel from today.
So
But
there's
anyway,
one now.
wait, what was I saying? Dude, the scratch lit. Dude, I am so far gone. You have no idea. The list. You know how before the game they say scratches for today. Joe Pavelski because he's injured and Jonas Donskoy because he's injured.
Or
And
like
that's the end of it.
it's like like Pavelski's injured, Donskoy's injured, and so and so's a healthy scratch.
Yeah.
because we have subs
right.
for him.
Right. So it's like 2-3 people on that list. Dude, I'm not joking. It looked like a roster when they had the list of scratches on for the AHL. It was like 15 guys. So yeah, they're gonna borrow from the AHL roster because they got a ton of dudes waiting, ready to play. Ryan Merkley, by the way, is playing with the CUDA right now.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to CUDA games and you want to see the future of
How'd
the
he look?
Sharks, he looked pretty good. He
Defense
stood up
boy.
to his reputation. Some dude gave him a little shove, and he tomahawked this dude. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, from my perspective, it looked
Did he
like a
get
tomahawk.
called for
No,
it?
there was no.
No.
It was just an after the whistle, like, up yours kind of thing. So yeah, no, it was like I said, the scratch list was huge. So I can imagine that they're going to pull from the AHL, no problems. In terms of worrying about if the Barracuda are going to be able to advance, they got a ton of guys. So yeah. But yeah, I think
Cool.
they'll just go ahead and pull them if they need to.
All right. It looks like people are talking about guys that played for both the Avalanche and the Sharks in the past. And we got Claude Lemieux, Jeff Odgers, which I didn't realize Jeff Odgers played, Scott Parker.
Technically, Owen Nolan.
Owen Nolan did not play he played for the Nordiques.
Yeah.
The San Jose Sharks did.
Yeah.
He played for the Sharks and then got traded to the Avs, who then won a cup the year Owen Nolan was traded, which sucks for Owen. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, Scott Parker was another one. Anyway, do you think Columbus is a strong competitor to win the cup coming off the sweep from Tampa? Still too early. Still too early. I mean, to say that the Sharks are going to win a cup. We're only in the second round. The cup is the fourth round. So Columbus is a heck of a team, and they're not the team that played most of the year because they added so many players, Duchesne and Dzingel, and who's the other one?
It's another big name I can't remember, but they added a lot of.
I'm blanking.
Yeah, they added some big guns.
Yeah. So, Owen Nolan did play 9 games for the Avs. Scott Hannon played for both. That's another one. Good one.
Hannon did?
Yeah, he played for them. He had 2 stints with the Sharks.
Excuse me for just a minute. I have allergies and everything else, and I'm gonna step off the side for just a minute.
Hang on.
Be right back.
All right.
You're muted.
That's okay.
Awkward. When does Seattle get a team? 2021. That's right. I wish we kept Ozolinsh. Yeah, he had his problems though. Off ice problems. So Owen Nolan was the face of the franchise. Ozolinsh was never going to be the face of the Sharks. So I think Owen Nolan brought in more and helped grow the Sharks more than Sandus would have. So I think it was a good trade. Jamie McGinn. That's right. That's another one. That's a good one.
John Doe wants to know if Bobrovsky.
About what?
Bobrovsky.
What about him?
If he's played for both.
Bobrovsky. Yeah,
I
thanks.
just like saying
Thanks,
Bobrovsky.
John Doe.
I replied
I
actually.
love
Not yet,
ribbing
but
me on
soon.
that one.
Am I back now?
Mike Ricci.
here.
Yeah, that's another one.
I just
Duh.
like saying Bobrovsky.
Right.
I can't yell it like I'd like to right now, but I just like saying Bobrovsky.
So let's talk about. I don't know. What do you want to talk about? What's left?
What do you want us to talk about? What's left for us to say?
Let's do another 5 minutes and then we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
on. We're almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know what? Here's what we'll talk about. We'll once again we'll hit up a few of the things that we think you guys ought to know about. PS4, PlayStation 4, EASHL. Once we're done with this stream, check out the clubs. Search for TFF as the abbreviation. It's open to the public. Pop in there. Play a few games with the guys that are going to be playing after this stream, I'm sure. Get my points up so I can play with my Barbie Funhouse arena. So for real, it's fun.
I don't doubt it.
And no, I think you guys will like the jerseys too. The jerseys are sick. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I was just going to ask, somebody had a question. What do you guys think, last game for round 1, Canes versus Washington, who wins?
Oh man. You know, your gut says Washington. It really does. But the fact that the Canes are still in the series tells you something. There's too much parity in the league. We see Columbus taking out Tampa Bay like that, and somebody had asked about Tampa, or if that makes Columbus like the main contender. You know, certain teams stack up well against other teams. It's not just about how many points you had in the regular season. It's about your game plan. Sometimes your
I
game
blame
plan is
Aaron
better.
on that one.
What's that?
Aaron teased the hockey gods. So,
Yeah. Sure.
you know.
But yeah, I mean, anything can happen. It really can. I mean, we saw it in our series too, right? So I don't know. If I would have to pick one, I would have to go with my gut. I would say Washington. But it's hard. It's hard not to root for the Canes.
I'm gonna say the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Just for one to be different with you, but also the Capitals have horrible Game 7 at home record.
Really?
Yeah, not good. It's like 4-8 or something, or 4-9.
Yeah. You know what though? It's different from year to year. They're isolated.
I
incidents,
agree,
yeah.
but it just they don't get pumped up in
But
a lot.
you're gonna
most
feed
of
into
that
the media anyway.
Most of that's Ovechkin versus Crosby. Pittsburgh beat them a bunch of times.
Yeah.
So and they didn't beat them, I don't think, ever until last season, and it was a Game 7.
Yeah.
But anyway, I could see the Hurricanes. They kind of got under Ovi's skin the last game last night. He blew up and he got tossed in the game with a minute left or something. So I can see if they can hold him off early and they can somehow get some goals in there, obviously, then I could see the Hurricanes coming in.
It's the beautiful thing about hockey, man. It's just you just never know. The fact that that's a question, right?
Yeah, but it would be interesting to see Barry Trotz would be going up against the Capitals. I think it's amazing what he's done in the Islanders.
Yeah.
I think he should be up for the Jack Adams Award. I think is what it is for the coach.
Yeah,
of the year.
yeah.
Wasn't Jack Adams going to Tampa though?
Yeah, probably. Right?
Was it really?
I think John Cooper.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, they have the most points, but they also have like one of the best lineups in the league.
Yeah.
Bear v. Sean, how long after the stream does podcast go up? Normally it's pretty quick, but since Jason's out of town right now, it'll probably be sometime tomorrow, I imagine.
Yeah, it'll probably be sometime tomorrow. Yeah, probably.
We'll probably
it.
we may. I mean, I don't know if you guys want to edit the first.
Jason's on the East Coast right now, so he's probably in bed because it's 3 a.m.
I just realized I didn't see your guys' reaction.
Oh, you'll have to go back and watch it. It was
Yeah.
something like me having a heart attack and yelling into the microphone.
You know what?
Our last show that went to double overtime, we cut off, or we started with our reaction of the goal for the podcast, just to cut it off the hour beforehand.
I got some video on my phone, not of the goals, but of the aftermath.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll see if we can use some of that.
You can put that on Instagram or something.
Maybe. Yeah. It's.
I'm sure there'll be a lot of reaction videos out there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to address one more thing,
Yeah.
and you guys can do your outros and stuff.
Okay.
Ray, who was the one who's saying, leaving it all out there on the ice earlier,
Yeah.
he actually asked just a question, because I like to poke fun at Aaron for Bobrovsky. But would you guys trade Martin Jones for Fleury if you could, just to top it off?
No.
I think Fleury's still too expensive, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole idea with staying
He
with
just
Jones.
signed a big contract with them too.
Well, no, throw out that he just signed. Would you take him on principle? I would say.
I mean, sure. If it's
No,
sounds
there's
so
no
confident.
cap
Okay.
restrictions and no.
So there's two different
no, I'm
questions.
just- I'm
There's
saying-
two
I'm
different
saying-
questions. What the first question is Marc-Andre Fleury a better goaltender than Martin Jones?
I think so.
Yeah, he probably is a better goaltender than Martin Jones. Why?
Someone just pointed out the Mark Smith picture.
Yeah, there you go.
That's Mark Smith, then we interviewed him. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Is he a better
And he
goaltender?
signed it.
Yeah, I would say he probably is, right? I mean, he was an all-star this year.
That's not what we were saying
No, I
about
know.
Jones. Yeah, I'm just
That's-
saying like that.
But that's what people. I mean, okay. So would I take him? Well, if you're really asking me, do I think he's better? Yeah, I think he's better. Would I take him?
Would he complete this team?
The team's complete. We beat him.
No.
No. Again, like I think that was the question. Just like to top it off, like you already have the. I mean, when this team is healthy, you've got a very elite defense. You have a more than capable, somewhat elite offense. Your goalie is a very good goalie, but not elite. Would you say I'm going to take an elite goalie instead as well?
I think it's
Go full Warriors on it.
you can there you go, Warriors, and that's a good point right there. What are the Warriors? How many of the Warriors made the All-Star game?
The whole team.
Right.
Well, no, I mean
You know what I'm
this
saying?
year too.
It was the
I don't-
Warriors
it's-
versus the rest of the
Right.
league.
So it's not like you're going out there to build an all-star team. If your goal is to go out there and build an all-star team, you better not have a salary cap.
Colorado did
Right?
that around the early 2000s. I mean, they had Timu Solani and Paul Correa on their third line, and it didn't work because there wasn't enough ice time to go around for everybody. And who are your penalty killers?
Yeah.
You're gonna put Solani out there to kill a penalty? No.
If
Your
you're
goalie's
telling
your penalty
me
killer.
if you're telling me to put together a no salary cap team of players, yeah, sure. I'd find a bunch of different guys that I would put in, right? I mean, my fourth line would probably consist of.
No, he would not complete this
I
team.
was just
he
reading
let
that too.
4 goals in on the power
Yeah,
play.
that's fair enough. There you go.
How many
Anyways.
Jones let in?
Too many.
I don't remember on the power
4.
play.
How
No,
many
no.
did Fleury let in? 5.
Okay, yeah.
That's what matters.
Yeah, but Jones let in a couple on the.
Here's
Back
what
in
I'll
game
say.
2.
Here's what I'll say. Even though Jones is maybe the lesser of the two, you can say in terms of skill level, it's not an individual that is going to win you a game.
This is not golf or
It
tennis.
is your team. It is a team effort. And what I've been saying this entire time, and nobody wants to hear it, I understand. Nobody wants to hear it. They don't want to hear that Martin Jones is good enough. They don't want to hear that Martin Jones is good enough. They want to hear that he sucks. Right? I'm telling you, Martin Jones is. Hold on. I'm telling you, Martin Jones is good enough. The way you make this team great is not by injecting Marc-Andre Fleury onto it. It's by learning to play solid around what you have, learning the pieces that you have. Can you rely on Martin Jones to take breakaways all the time? No, you really can't. Can he come up big for you now and then? Yeah, absolutely. Is he elite?
Tonight.
No.
He had a glove save.
Yeah.
Right?
Dude,
Yeah.
they both looked.
He flashed the leather, right?
For being a 4-5 game in the final, both goalies, it was amazing to watch both of them make some crazy saves.
Yeah.
All right, think about it this way. Marc-Andre Fleury was a starter in Pittsburgh and then lost his starting job to Matt Murray, a rookie. Matt Murray was a good goalie, but I don't think he's as elite as Marc-Andre Fleury, especially this season.
But he's younger.
Marc-Andre Fleury is a good goalie. I'm not saying he's not. But look at how his team collapses on him when he plays so aggressive. That's why he plays aggressive, because he knows his defenders and his forwards are coming back and collapsing. Look at the last game when they had, there's a picture of 3 guys stacked on top of each other in the crease because Fleury was out of position.
Dude,
there was
really
the 2 guys
good
who actually
memes with that one too, by the way.
I think it was in the first overtime of last game. Those 2 guys who collided to stop the puck, because it's like Fleury's out playing it,
one guy
and he gets by him, and they kick each other to stop the puck. It's
one
crazy.
guy, and it's appropriate because on the screen in front of me, it's a screensaver that has a starfish on it. The one guy was full on starfish in the blue, full on.
But my point is, like, Fleury's a good goalie, but it's also the way the team plays around him. If Fleury came onto the Sharks and was playing exactly how the team was playing against Jones this year, I don't think Fleury would have near the success that he's had this year in Vegas.
You can have the best goalie on the planet, and if you're allowing breakaways all the time, 2-on-1s, because your defense is not doing a good job and your team doesn't know how to possess the puck and everything else, that puck is going to find the back of the net more often than your team puts in the back of the net. So it's all about how they play together. And if you know what Martin Jones can bring to the table, then you should know how you need to play defensively in front of him, how much you need to protect him, how much you can let him kind of roam and do his own thing, and like let him, take the shot for, if it's inside, or let him, if he wants to take the pass, or if he wants to take the shot, or whatever it is. I know generally speaking you want to take away the pass and let the goaltender take the shot, but maybe if he's extremely acrobatic, you don't really care about that. You're going to go for the shooter and let the pass go across in the off chance that he misses it. But it's knowing how your team plays. That's going to take you farther than any one superstar can. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Lundy87 says you don't need a goalie if you can keep the puck on their side, which is, I think, the Sharks' MO for this year at least. They were very puck puck control, puck possession type of team, which is why when Vegas goes tap and gets the puck by you, now we look terrible because it's a 2-on-1 breakaway. It's a 3-on-1 breakaway. So.
Yeah, and that's what we were so excited about when we had the Erik Karlsson video, right? Because a
lot of people found you in that video.
We see what Erik Karlsson can bring to the table. He can bring puck control. He can bring a confidence coming out of your zone, through the neutral zone. He brings you that stretch pass. Those wide legs and the gliding and just weaving in and out, and it's just so confident and so smooth, silky.
Yeah.
And that's what he can bring. Now, he's basically a possession monster when he's on his game. When he's injured right now, it's maybe not so much. But that was one of the things that we were so excited about, was that you're not really going to need to play heavy defensive defenseman minutes because you're just going to possess the puck the whole time anyway.
I like this comment. Goaltending is all about not letting in the goal that breaks the team's back. Even down 3 goals, Jones kept the Sharks in the game. I agree. There was a couple saves. I think they were down 2-0 at the time, and he made a save, and I go, remember that save, because that's going to help them later. Granted, they got 3, but still.
Yeah. All right, well, I think, hold on, let me check time here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're at midnight right now.
2:10 as far as the stream goes. I don't know how long the podcast is going to end up being, but.
Yeah. People are asking about next year. We're going to do a whole series or episode about next year during the summertime after the playoffs are over. It's just too much to tackle right now. We don't know who's signing and how much and where everything is. So it's too much speculation at this point.
That stuff's fun to talk about, but it's not I don't want to say appropriate, but it's not the time right now.
A great time to do it is the dead time when there's nothing to talk about Sharks wise. So
right, how this game
that's
ended
what we're
up.
going to tackle that. We get a lot of those questions.
Yeah.
The last thing, I guess we'll just close out right now. Throwing out the store again. I'm going to post the link right now.
Okay.
We have 10% off everything in our store, so you can go to thefinfactor.com.
Playoff mode is the coupon code.
Playoff mode is the coupon code. It shows up at the top of the page, so you don't have to listen and write this down or remember it. So playoff mode, and we got shirts, we got hats, and we got stickers, and anything you buy helps support the show.
Yeah.
And we have PlayStation.
Yeah, like I said,
EASHL team.
PS4 EASHL Club. TFF is the team abbreviation. Go on there. It's open to the public. Join with your friends. Join with everybody who's coming off of the live stream, and just start playing games.
Yep.
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at The Fin Factor. Instagram is at Fin Factor. Please subscribe if you're not. Like I said, we're going to have some giveaways.
Yep.
Again, this signed Joe Thornton puck is going to be one of them. So
we also have a subreddit, The Fin Factor.
Yeah.
And I post the videos on there, so you can see them, or you can get links to them. But I'm not posting them in the Sharks Reddit because I don't want to spam them. Yeah. So if any of you want to cross-post it in there, that'd be great. Yeah. And I think that's about it. Paul rocking his Bill Holder jersey. No, that is not. That's
Bill Holder.
Good knowledge though. But it's actually his own jersey.
It's my jersey. It's number 2 was my number. It kind of still is. And then I have Sunseri on the back. And the reason is because I will always be a fan. So I will never get traded. I will never retire. I will be here. Okay.
Yep. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video down below. That helps other people find it. And thank you for watching and listening.
Thank you guys so much. Such an amazing series. Just phenomenal. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you in round 2.
Round 2. I guess this Friday night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.